Initiating hypergate. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hypergate activated. The portal to illuminating the collective consciousness has finally opened. Please enter the hypergate now.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's David Palmer, Leo King, and welcome to Deep Love Tarot, your weekly tarot love report for the week of August 9th through the 15th of 2021. Thanks so much for being here and being a part of HYPERGATE. Hope everybody's doing wonderful under this very, 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 very unique, fated time. What a hypergate we are actually in. 2 full moons in Aquarius, in between a Lionsgate new moon in Leo. I think I showed everybody what the Lionsgate's really about last night on Spiritual Dance Music. If you've not caught it yet, you can watch it. It's just the video before this if you're on YouTube or if you're on High Vibe, of course. But bringing everything to High Vibe, make sure that you join us on HighVibe.tv because guess what? Not only can you be part of Hypergate right now, go to HighVibe.tv, check out our schools, click on Hypergate. I have a class Tuesday nights, 7 more weeks of it, where you can be with me live in this crazy spiritual / astrology / channeling, the future of all spirituality school. Check it out. It's pretty awesome. We got 7 more weeks left. I'd love for you to be part of it. And of course, just being a member of HighVibe.tv as well. And congratulations to the 5 winners that we gave away 5 readings with me that I'm doing deep astrology style. And thanks for those people that, of course, all those people that submitted and so forth. Truly appreciate it. We're going to be doing more fun stuff like that all the time. Well, if you've never been here before, you've never checked out this show before, this is, of course, Deep Love Tarot. This is where I'm going to give you the astrology at first, and then for the collective, and then we're going to do a collective tarot reading, and then we're going to do all 12 zodiac signs for what the love energy is going for you this week, and picking all of those signs from the High Vibe Gold Chalice. Actually, it's the Gold Holy Grail now. And then I'm using the Astro Dice on you. So, of course, we're always in the chat. We have a good time on the show. If you are very triggered, you probably shouldn't watch this show. I'm just going to put that out there because it's Leo time, and with all this Aquarius, people are freaking triggered as crap right now, including people I thought were my deep friends and stuff, but I have nothing against them. I get it. Like, you know, if they don't want to hear and you don't resonate with a reader, guess what? I can't get pissed on that. But I put it out there that I don't call this show Deep Love Tarot because it's bland or shallow. It's deep. And it's going to trigger. And that trigger can really light the fire, some really good stuff, if you're willing to really open your true self up here and not let your ego and just what you want to hear always be the case. Because that's impossible with the way that I do the show. No other tarot reader out there is throwing up to where the signs are at random. Of course, being a tarot reader, it's always at random, but it's not really random, it's divine by spirit. So, hope everybody's doing well. I thought I was in the chat. It's like YouTube's been crazy. Every time I try to go on to a YouTube video, it's like every time of my own, I'm like having to re-sign in. It's like so weird. They're doing a lot of weird stuff. But if you could help out right now, and please share, like, subscribe, of course, if you're not. But of course, liking is what helps us get this show going. And of course, sharing it too. So, but the likes, definitely. And I love seeing everybody in the chat. Good to see everyone here. It's go time for sure. That's right, Jody. So, let's start with that collective, see what's going on in the collective this week. You know, let me just say this. I don't have a microphone where I can turn into a crazy little voice or go really, but I can tell you this. We got a yod this week. And I know there's a lot of other things like Mercury coming into Virgo this week, Mercury opposed Jupiter this week. We got a lot going on. We got Mars square the nodes this week. We got Venus, of course, opposing Neptune as we're doing this show. We're going to talk about all these things. But to me, I'm looking at this yod that's going to happen with the Sun in Leo to quincunx over to Neptune and make that in conjunction over to Pluto and Capricorn as well, and the sextile between those two. And so this is where we've seen Venus, Mars, Mercury, the moon quickly after this new moon that happened on 8-8. But here on 8-9, that moon's already passed. And then it's the sun this week that's going to come into the yod. And this is the finger of fate, it's the finger of God. And oh boy, a lot of fated events are telling us to really make powerful changes by listening to our gut, by listening to spirit, by listening to our intuition. And when it comes to love with Venus and Virgo in opposition to Neptune, I mean, we got to bring some of that excitement and that dreaminess to the reality. I think that's a little bit difficult right now because people are kind of stuck into thinking they're in the grind or they're in their own world, but we have to learn to loosen up. Love comes from a loose place. It doesn't come from a tight place. That's in Scorpio world. If anybody got that one. But I think that it's important for us to really realize that this week, God's pointing to the sun in its home sign of Leo. Remember that the sun is the ruler of Leo. And with Neptune being the ruler of Pisces, we've got two rulership aspects of this yod. And I like it. It's going to add some dreaminess, but it also can kind of add some confusion. And there's a lot of change with Mars, Mercury coming into its home sign of Virgo. But before it does that, it's going to oppose Jupiter in Aquarius and be like, wow, I'm trying to figure out happiness. And Jupiter in Aquarius is like, well, there's a lot of different places to go, but maybe you want to go to the energy that feels like it's like that thing that you just see all the lights and all the connections all lining up. But it's also telling you to look bigger, and believe bigger. But even though that South Node is still in Sag with Juno, we're actually seeing the nodes move to 7 degrees this week. And so they're coming off those fixed stars of Aldebaran and Antares, the battle of light and dark. Doesn't mean that that's over. It just means that what you've seen over these last couple months has been highlighted, who's the light and who's the dark. And I think it's important to remember that, but also in our own lives, because of this yod, we've been given things since the Mars-Venus conjunction, about 3 weeks ago, as they then came through the yods. We've been given this really powerful, whoa, about relationships and happiness and love and what we want, and even maybe people and so forth. This deep intuitive calling. Now, Mercury on the new moon during the Lion's Gate definitely was at that position where the sun will be this week in the yod. So to see the sun come here is going to be the completion of this big fated yod energy, and especially with Pluto and Neptune, which those two are very unique right now in their sextile. And really it has to do with an automatic understanding of the mission. It feels like it's a calling, Pluto and Neptune. The closer in orb that they are, the more that you feel like if it's in your own chart. I was born with it exact, 29. I've got very little separation between my sextile of Pluto and Neptune, and it's been my whole life has been I know the mission, I trust spirit 100%, I know exactly, I commit to whatever my gut says in intuition. I don't even question God. So, this is an unquestioning aspect when it comes to how am I going to change my life and structure? Following what seems dreamy and in my true gut. And we have that Venus in Virgo that's going to trine over to Pluto, while Mercury is going to oppose Jupiter, while Mercury then comes into its home sign of Virgo and is going to really figure all this stuff out, especially as the sun will come into this yod position in Leo and make some amazing aspects of the yod. But at the same token, we have to remember that also that Venus itself making a trine to Pluto, right? Venus opposing Neptune, Venus finishing in Virgo to get ready to come into its home sign of Libra. So this week is imperative in your life of change, especially about the change that it's almost like you can start to see in your future with that Mercury opposed Jupiter, especially the sun in the yod position. The moon also moving through Virgo into Libra, into Scorpio, where this weekend, a moon in Scorpio square the sun in Leo as that sun's coming to that yod placement and going to start quincunxing Neptune and start coming into it. So there's this, holy cow, what was God pointing at in our lives? The whole time you'll be like, oh, I was seeing the pointing, I just didn't. What were you questioning so much? It's okay to question, but it's more like, what were you like not wanting to listen to the truth, and because it was going against maybe a perspective or a viewpoint? This is definitely going to be the battle of the mind and the belief, or the questioning and the facts and the things that can instantly happen, or are you stuck in the idolization of your own egoic belief systems that aren't really changing your life? Like, this is where we all have to erase our belief systems, our patterns of these beliefs, our, perspectives that, are very ego-based, I would say right now, and especially also over idealistic about maybe certain situations. And really come into the questioning of a lot of these things, and coming more into like, let me change my environment, let me go be curious and figure it out. It's they're both experiences, perspectives, right? But like Mercury and especially when you're dealing with a Mercury in Virgo that will square the nodes, while the North Node, of course, is in Gemini, the dispositor of Mercury right now. This is where you're going to have to change your reality, do what's quick, fast, and within a drive's distance. Or I know that people are going to fly, even though I do not recommend flying. Still going to keep saying it. Now I can find what you're looking for on a long flight, okay? Long flight. Short flights, yes. I'll give it that. That's as far as I go with Gemini. Short flight. So what can be instantly changed quick? Let's find out. We're going to take a look right now and see what's going on with our love lives from the tarot. Of course, I'm going to be using lots of different tarot tonight, as I do, but we are going to be running through this show because not that I'm tired, I'm actually excited to do this show. Just like it's been, we were here till 4 a.m. last night on a Sunday. I have more horoscopes to film. It's nonstop. If you're not a part of High Vibe, I would definitely check that out. All right, we're gonna do a quick little cut on this deck here because this deck has, and I'm even gonna do. We're gonna reset this deck. And it needed a resetting really bad. And plus with my thumb out, I'm telling you, wrist tendonitis hurts. And I'm supposed to race this week and I can't even race, so sucks. We all are dealing also at the same time with Saturn, of course, which, we are going to see. Well, not really. Mars is going to quincunx Saturn. That's kind of a big deal too. So, I think it's going to be important for us to realize that, in order for our lives to change, we're going to have to do some radical, crazy decisions and do things that we've never done before and be like, okay, or just take wild risks with life and radically try and change things. You just can't keep being like a boring mule stuck in a fucking, I don't even know, mule den? Is that what it is? Mule? I don't even know. Let's see what's going on this week for us. First card that we got here is Ten of Wands reversed. Our challenge card that we got for the collective here is the Nine of Wands in reverse. And then we got the Seven of Cups reversed. That card's been popping up a lot lately. And our way through the challenge here is the Magician reversed. Well, and all reversals here. Definitely, I don't think that we're all love-wise seeing the clarity that we want, but we got to turn that frown upside down. Especially Ten of Wands. I like some of these reversals. I like a Ten of Wands reverse. It's like, fucking get rid of the dead weight. What's too heavy energetically? Or what is in our personal lives that we need to maybe lighten the load in order to let love in? But I definitely feel like anybody or any situation that if you're thinking about somebody right now or trying to relate this to somebody, I mean, come on. This is for the collective too, everybody. If they're too energetically got too much and heavy, or they just feel heavy energetically, or it just feels like it's just like a struggle, or you just have to keep working so hard and it's like this long work thing, out. Especially with that challenge card that we got, the Nine of Wands in reversed. I think that part of the problem is, it's okay for us to look at I love a 9 and a 10 of wands reverse. It's total defenses down, total just dropping all the hard shit. And that 7 of cups in reversed is the overall. It's saying, yeah, I know there's a lot of gifts out there, but we're really, I think, focused on the ultimate treasure right now. And I feel like, it's important for us to focus on that while still remaining dreamy. Because it's one thing, 7 of cups can be dreamy, but they don't come real. 7 of cups reverse can become real, but then it can also be hyper-focused just on like one thing. And we have to remain dreamy while at the same time focusing on, what's the treasure we really want for our happiness and love? That magician reverse card is the way out. Well, either A, we forgot that we're a magician, but especially with that 9 of wands there, it's like sometimes maybe we're over trying to be magical, yet we're putting up defenses. We're putting up walls. We're putting up blocks. And a magician can't do shit if there are walls. A magician can't be afraid of the magic that it performs. The all-knowing, the as above, as below. You can't put like a physical wall between as above, so below. And I think that we need to remember that one. We can't put blocks up between as above, so below. So whatever we're getting intuitively to let our guard down, drop the energy that's too heavy and focus on more and create the dream within that instead of keeping to be kind of like, well, let me just keep, because 7 of cups is like looking at the dream. 7 of cups reversed is, hey, you could be living the dream, and we got to put those blocks and those walls down. We did get the 10 of swords reversed with that 10 of wands. So, we're over the pattern of heavy energy and draining energy. We got the 4 of cups here with that 7 of cups. Oh, you know why we're ready for the best treasure? Because it feels like, our cups haven't been being filled, but it's like right there to be filled. But I always look at 4 cups as like, what? You're not ready? You're not ready for it? It's like, when is perfect timing? Divine timing only. It's like when you try to control God's gifts, you miss out on God's gifts. And so there's an opportunity here this week to really receive the gift, but this is going to be, the collective's really blocked. Like, hasn't, been to the bathroom in weeks. Just like how what I'm seeing here. Let's see what the Astro have to say for us here. I like this deck always. Gives us a little Astro perspective here. What's going on? We got Pisces, I believe. How funny. Yeah, I think that we need to make things more magical, belief, and need to let go. Especially look at 10 of swords reversed, 10 of wands reversed with Pisces on this. Look at that. That is totally just like getting out of these stupid patterns, these blocks, and removing them, and also being very more carefree and magical. And that's the only way love happens. I always have to look back at high school. Remember in high school, unless you were one of those people who were afraid of love in high school, that would be weird. If you didn't have a high school sweetheart, if you didn't fall in love and like be like, oh my God, we're getting married. And my yearbook has like long notes of like, we're getting married and we're going to have that. And fucking like, I spit in my girlfriend's fucking, my high school sweetheart's fucking yearbook, thought it was funny. You didn't do that? Let's see what the unicorns have to say. Like, if you can't get there, then maybe you should turn off the show. I don't want to say that, but like, I'm here trying to help you all that people that get there. But there's a lot of people who don't know how to do that. But there's a lot of people who do. But it's like, is that ever coming back again? It never left. It's like we all have been going through a weird world, but we all have kind of conditioned ourselves into what is said on social media, the media, love coaches, like let's be honest, like Patty Stanger. I did a reading for her in 2012. She was looking for people to go on her show. I was like, we got some issues here to deal with. She didn't like me too much. People took advice for her for love. Oh, I just called her out. But and she's cool. She's Gemini, I actually liked her idea and stuff, but like, sometimes it's like, sometimes it's more of a show than the real thing. And I think that we got to get out of the conditioning and let the walls down and stop pushing away the gifts. So if you have an amazing situation going on, like an exit from a horrible relationship or the entrance to an amazing relationship and you've been blocked, I don't know what to say. We got manifest your dreams. Holy cow, I've never pulled that one before. Number 22. Wow, that's a crazy radical number. Look at that with the family, with the house. Look at that. It's like Little House on the Prairie. Manifest your dreams. Focus on your vision. Seek satisfaction and contentment with that Magician reversed. Stop trying to, I think, use magic with defenses up and walls. You can't do that. You got to, in order to manifest your dreams, you got to be wide open and be that magician that's not afraid of the magic. This is where you can't, it's like people are afraid of manifesting their dreams. It's very weird for love. Wonder why that is. This just came flying out. Let's see why. Pool of Christ light. Open your heart, spread unconditional love. People are afraid to open up that full heart to love and that unconditional love. Ooh. That was interesting. Christ, he came up. What up, Mr. Christ? How you doing, brother? Hey. When Jesus shows up, we got death rites after Jesus. We got saying goodbye, formal occasion, honoring our life. I think we're saying goodbye. I think we're saying goodbye to this block, this holding on to heavy energy, this repetitive pattern, us not believing in the dream. But also us avoiding, because we did we did get this 4 of Cups, right? With that 7 of Cups reversed. So it's like the 7 of Cups upright in this deck especially, like, there's lots of different places, but that moon's there. It's a very emotional, but it also is like a false light, right? It's a reflective light. So we've been reflecting on a lot. But it's like, let's stop the reflection and go into the dream itself and pick which one it is. And that 4 of Cups always is missing out on it. Look at it. It's like, look at all these look at the rabbit and everything. These rabbits, they're missing out. It's like they're not part of the water, the cups. They're like separate. It's like they can't, it's like being like toys in the attic, like locked up. It's like the fucking Toy Story story. It's like, oh, I'm locked in a fucking case. You can get out of that. Buzz Lightyear and Woody figured it out. And that death rites here is us ending that whole entire scenario here and having a goodbye, but also relationships that are feeling empty and feeling like the gift isn't there and stuff. We got to honor them, but we have to have that formal ending, and that there's a lot of saying goodbyes in order for us to enter into manifesting our dreams and so forth. Let's see what Ganesh has to say here. Ganesha, what do you guys say, baby? We got belonging. We got to find where we belong. What feels like it's like boom. Belonging is belong, and belonging is a place that feels like it's going to be a place that we're going to be there long. And 41-5, definitely a lot of change, definitely a lot of instant change, but a place that just feels like home and it belongs to us, and not the kind of like, oh, I'm controlling, I belong. You belong to me. It's not like that. It's the energetic vibration of like, I feel at oneness in the universe. I feel at oneness with you. It feels like my body and your body belong together. This is where we do the majors now. Let's see what the majors have to say. Hope everybody had a nice weekend. I got lost in Leo New Moon. Went to my dad's survival party for surviving his heart attack. Great time. Roasted my dad. I actually got some pictures of me roasting my dad. I haven't put them up yet. It's pretty funny. Smoking a cigarette and shit. I'm talking about my dad's heart attack. Fucking smoking a cig. Being like, it's kind of weird when you throw a survival party. It's like what you would have a funeral like without it. So it helps you see the gratitude. It's kind of crazy, actually. I think everybody should throw survival parties. Why doesn't the government spend all their money on everybody who survived CB with a party? Has anybody thought about that one yet? The Hierophant popped up and the moon. Wow. So, gosh, okay, we got to stop being little bitches that are sitting around in our emotions and not saying what we are. It's like we're being, the Hierophant, it's almost like we're like the moon and the Hierophant really don't get along. I'm going to be honest with you, right? Because we don't want to tell the cardinal at the church and the bishop at the church. We don't want to tell the priest what we feel really underneath emotionally, right? And I feel like we're putting restrictions on where we feel like we belong or what we emotionally feel or what we don't feel too. Like being able to say, I don't feel that no more. Like we got to get rid of this from what I'm getting. And I'm just going to play one more. I'm going to get one more confirmation on that. Yeah, look at that. King of Wands. This is definitely dealing with situations that, you know, the love's lost or the love hasn't been found because you haven't stepped into the courage to step into it yet of what you really want. Wow. Cool collective reading. We got Jupiter in the second in Aries. Wow. We have to define what we want and we have to have it. Belonging, second house. We have to actually manifest it. It's time for us to go and explore what we want and what we want to have. We just can't, we gotta do it. We gotta like actually have the experience. We just can't keep believing in what we want. We can't just keep saying we're learning. Yeah, learning is part of it, but it's through experience. So it's time to have things and actually identify them and then learn them. So for this week, definitely I would put us at a party this week, and I'd put it as a party time. Definitely a party this week. Don't be, if you watch Spiritual Dance Music last night, I was talking about parties. Like, I think people are going to start tricking people into parties. Like, come to this party. And you'll be like, what? And then the next thing you know, it's like, yeah, we all came here to boost each other up. Oh, that's disgusting. And you go to a booster party? Oh, yeah. I thought I came here to boost nitrous oxide in my car. No. That's not the bottle for that. The first sign that we are doing here is we did get Capricorns. Cappies. We got the Capricorns here. Actually, and as we do that, I'm just going to turn this camera down. Capricorns. Let's just see. What was at the bottom of the deck for that? Oh, four of Pentacles. We definitely are in the needs and wants that we really want things to have, or we're holding on to something too tight that's too heavy. All right, Cappies. How are my Capricorns out there doing? We got Capricorns in the chat? We got 400 plus people in here. All right. Fuck yeah. Hell yeah. My gosh. Ready to lick it, Capricorn? You ready to lick it? Lick it good. Lick it good. 'Cause I'm a Capricorn and I've got horns in that you didn't know. They're hidden all right and I make them just right. I'm a sheep. I'm a goat. My planet's Saturn and I don't give a fuck. I'll cut you like the Gillette sensor something 5 now, whatever they got. Sharpness down the throat. 'Cause I'm a Capricorn and I've got my plans. I go to bed at the exact time. I like control and it's really fun. But I'll get you to the top and be number 1. I'll throw a hex on you. You didn't even know. That's how smart I am. All right. Let's see what's going on with Capricorns here. First card that we got here, Capricorn, you did get the 5 of Swords. You got the Star card as your challenge upright. You did get the Temperance card as your overall here, and your way through the challenge here is the 10 of Pentacles in reversed. Well, this is kind of interesting here, Cappies. I mean, you know, you got this 5 of Swords here. You got energy of definitely wanting to, hey, letting people know what the fuck is going on. Definitely a little pushy. Not bad. Some people might walk away, some people not. It's not like everybody does. I know that the Five of Swords can feel like it's definitely saying, hey, this is what I need, and wants to kind of be a little bit of show off, like, hey, I'm really good with the sword. I'm really good with my Saturn, like, fucking saw blade. Yeah. But it also could be a little bit pissed off too. I'm not gonna lie. Five of Swords is kind of like, you know what? Fuck you. So maybe somebody did something that was fucked up and you had to stand your ground lately. And the challenge is you kind of resetting this energy, that star card in the challenge position, like just having a nice reset and just like taking the shower and just like get in the shower, Capricorn, and clean it off. We've all had one night drunk stands. It's like that. You just wash it off and move on. I sound like my 21-year-old self. You just gotta like, it's like, okay, that didn't happen. That temperance card's there as your overall. I like it. You're looking for the real deal. You're not looking for the fake shit. Because whatever you can kind of dealing with has been fake. Even though I got a feeling you might not be revealing it. You don't have to reveal it to everybody because you're going to have such a good reset if you face that. And that 10 of Pentacles here is like, it's reminding you in order to get through this, maybe you should have a reset so you can actually build something. Because you can't build shit with somebody. Or if your relationship's been really weird lately, it's like there needs to be a big reset that you've had to stand up for and make it more natural and feel much more in alignment. But that it's not gonna. You're not building anything when you're not gonna have that reset energy. Why'd we get that Five of Swords? What are you so pissed about? Three of Swords. Holy shit! Definitely somebody was very heartbreaking and did something really dark and bad to you. Somebody reject you, somebody let you down, somebody do something really fucked up to you. Well, I want to get a little clarity on that. Oh wow, Five of Pentacles. Yeah, somebody tried to make you feel like you're living in a tent down in downtown LA. Energetically speaking. Nothing wrong with that. That's what you like. I'm not the judge of that, but I'm just saying. But the good news is that it didn't get you all the way. You can get through this. But anybody that's heartbreaking you, and also maybe they just didn't see the value in you. They just treated you like you were a homeless person. So what it says, don't get mad at me. I'm just giving the message out. Something happened. There's some more confirmation. First house, the body, you're definitely stepping more into, here, I think we'll do this camera angle here. Yeah, you're stepping more into yourself from this, but also at the same time, it also reminded you of who you are and how great you are. And that maybe somebody didn't appreciate your body or something to deal with your body. Maybe somebody got a little, maybe not freaky enough, or maybe a little too bad, right? Or somebody's disrespected you, I feel very deeply, especially because we got that first house. You're having to stand up for yourself. Five of Swords, first house, big time. Well, let's see what the unis are bringing out. What do these unicorns got? Last night I pulled the unicorn portal. Didn't know that was in here. Unicorn portal. Fucking crazy. Oh, let's see if I can get you a unicorn portal going or something good. I just feel something good's coming here. What's coming good here with this reset for you? Maybe you're resetting with somebody too. Maybe something wasn't able to be built and maybe now it will be able to. And sometimes with that temperance card, it takes a while for those things to come together too. Like maybe there was a missed opportunity or just like was bad timing. Temperance card, it takes a while to make this whole earth and universe. It's not like it just happens in one day, but it's the raw natural. It's not like, oh yeah, it's not like a microwave oven. Like microwave it, make it hot. You got law of grace. So it's balancing out the grace by your divine essence, dissolve all in grace. So it's almost just like dissolving and realizing that things are dissolving to whatever everything's supposed to happen and the good things are being not dissolved and the bad things are dissolving away. But just be your divine essence. Maybe you were dealing with somebody who they wouldn't even want to watch this video with you. You know what I mean? Like, or any of this kind of shit from anywhere else. That's always a big clear indication whether or not you're really in your divine essence or not, or somebody's trying to take that divine essence away from you. What do we get here? It's feeling like this card right here. We got transmission here. So this card, spreading of conditions, influence, and impact. Look at this. Definitely wanting to go farther. You know, I didn't even pull a confirmation card for that temperance, but I feel like it's going to come in better now that we got that, knowing that you're ready to step up to something higher and a better condition of love and happiness. And that's real and that's natural, not fake either, and not instant, like Swanson's TV dinner shit here. You got the death card reversed. Maybe this is why that reset's coming here. I feel like, you know, maybe you're afraid of that transition and that change to a better life that's going to be more natural. Like, what's that fear? I'm going to find out what that fear is. King of Pentacles. You're afraid to actually own a better life, have a better life, have more influence. It's like it scares you a little bit. Maybe somebody intimidates you that you want to really be with. Maybe it makes you nervous. Cappy. Little sensitivities there. It's okay. I like that. I like that. It's intimidating. You know, I remember when I stepped up my game in my relationship life and stopped dealing with all the fucking like low hanging fruit and all the fucking sea monsters at the bottom of the fucking sea. It was a very, very scary moment, being like, could I actually, this person gonna like me tomorrow still? Like, they're pretty hot. They got influence. We all got to go through that. Look at that. You got the new beginnings, the first card of this Ganesha deck. I'm stoked for you, Cap. This feels like a whole new beginning for you. Look at that little Capricorn little party right there. Oh, I'm liking this a lot. Feels like a lot of new beginnings. I think you're going to definitely have to let go of that past stuff that's been going on. Let's see what these major cards have to say. Major Arcana. I'm feeling a lot of awesome energy with this. You got that transmission card. You got definitely that first house. You got that new beginnings. You got the law of grace coming in. You got definitely the real shit coming in. You got a star card there. I know it's challenging. Let go of this shit, though. Get rid of that toxic, dirty, weird energy and that shit, fucking, so you can really get into the clean shit. You know what I mean? It's time to clean it up. It's time to set something to the news. It's time to erase that. Hey, it's okay. It never happened. Never happened. That part of your life never happened. Never happened. You got the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Why do we get that? And you got, Icarus reversed. Wow. Well, I think this might be a good thing. I think that, you know, you're not being dumb and just trying to just go, I have wings and I can fly into the sun, and then they melt. But that Wheel of Fortune is the control. So it's like at the same time, because when it's reversed, it's like you're trying to control every situation. But that's where I think your problem is. It's like, hey, let fortune happen. And you're not going to be flying up to the ethers again. I think that you threw it to fortune, but you have to actually realize that it was more, you picked situations in the past that you were actually controlling because it was controlling, and that's what burns you up. This new beginning is stop holding on to all these controls, Cappy, and you won't burn up. Your Astro Dice for this week is, you did get Mars, and you did get it in Pisces, and you did get it in the 4th house. Oh, well, definitely cutting away a lot of emotions and also overpowering those negative emotions and stepping into the light and the happiness and clearing a lot of emotional energy out to let new emotional in. So it's almost like, you know, how those fishes go. It's like as one's leaving out, one's coming in. So it's not like this has to happen in order for that to happen. I feel like it's a transmutation process happening at the same time. But at the same time, you know, it's definitely Mars, there's definitely like some spiritual energy here and some sexual energy emotionally that's what you crave. I don't think that you got that from whatever happened or if your partner has been giving you that either. So they get party and sexy time. Not bad. see who's next here. Who's next here? Cancers. Where are all my cancers at? Where are those cancers at? We got Cancer that just came up. We got cancers. Oh, yes, we do. It's the cancers who have shown up. They like their blankets and tea. The Bachelorette, 9, not 3. And their private, crazy life when their kids go to sleep. They've all had those drunk makeouts, even when they're in a relationship. They are always thinking about love, but they always choose to avoid it unless they're already in something that usually sucks. They're really fun. They help all their friends, but then those friends become crazy, and it's time to move on from those friends because it's Uranus and Taurus. And they can be moody, but their mood's always good when they find their right partnerships, and they go into partnerships, and they're not afraid. All right, Cancer. What a beautiful song. Hope you love that song. I find your shell so fucking beautiful. It's quite a turn on to be a crab. Your first card. You got the King of Pentacles reversed. You got the Star card reversed. This is kind of crazy. This is going into kind of that last one, but it's all flipped and all different. You got the Queen of Cups there upright as your overall here. What'd you get here with that challenge to get through it? The Two of Swords. Wow, look at this. Well, you're definitely feeling like either A, the partnership that you're in, or that you've been dealing with something that you're just like, wow, this motherfucker or this person just not showing up. This person just, or they got money problems, or you're feeling like you can't have something good. You gotta get rid of that. That Star card reversed. Stop trying to reset with people who don't got shit going on. Stop it. It's your challenge. Oh, I think I could Star card that shit. No, you can't. It's about fulfilling your emotions. Were you getting emotions? I don't think so. Were you doing it for the money or just the security? That's Two of Swords as your way through this. Weird card to get as your spiritual advice. To what? Well, I guess I like this one because the Two of Swords is always very confused and having to pick a side. Well, there's a light and a darkness here. You have a choice. You're going to keep trying to reset energy that doesn't physically have what you want and actually isn't even that as attractive as you want. Or you can pick the light side that gives you all the emotions you really want and all the feelings that you're going to finally have and the comfort there and the nurturing that you want back and that you want to nurture too. And it's going to be a new start. But it's a new energy. Why is that King of Pentacles coming up? Knight of Cups. Oh, is somebody trying to come back and say, I'm sorry and all that shit? I'll do better and all that shit. Or you're just ready in yourself to finally move and to get the emotions you want. You're ready to go on that. You're ready to go on that adventure. You're ready to go take that mark, to go look for actually having it, because there's something about you missing something very deeply here in the physical realm of love or the attractiveness or your self-worth and needing to emotionally start to deal with that stuff. That Queen of Cups, you got the Nine of Pentacles there. Yeah, definitely self-worth issues are coming up. It could be your weight, your look, the zin on your face. But that doesn't mean that you go back to somebody who's easy just because, I don't know, they just want to dip it. You're a lot better than fun dip, okay? I like the fun dip, but I like to eat the sugar dipper. But look at it, it's like two choices here. I'm going to cross these like this. Oh, wow. A whole new start where you're going to have to face some uncomfort of like realizing, hey, stand in this and you'll attract everything, and just own your power and your beauty and your grace, and you'll get all the emotions that you want. And that Ace of Swords is something exciting and fun. Or keep charioting back to the old things that you've always wanted and thinking that it's going to be new, but it's still going to be dust in the wind. There's definitely a reset energy here, but it's confusing on what it looks like. We're going to have to turn to these cards more and see what this is like. Reset at a new, or reset at something really old that sucks bad. We got the air element here, communication. I mean, definitely. We need a what air element? Somebody's trying to make an offer that maybe they can't make, or somebody made an offer and then they didn't, or somebody's got a money issue here. The person with the money issue. Who's the person with the money issue? Who's the person who fucking can't deliver? Who's the person who doesn't appreciate you? Stop running towards that, and stop trying also in your head think that that's okay and that's cool. They're young energy but they're strong, but they're stupidly young because I hate to say it, they like walk around acting like they got everything, but they really don't. And they're actually maybe having you provide that too. That's the bad option. The unicorns are going to help. I call upon the unicorn portal for all the unicorns in the universe to come in this moment and bring Cancers a message from the unicorn portal. Look at that. I've never pulled this one before. Mahamta energy. Mahamta energy. Build your light body. Accelerate your ascension. Oh, damn. That's going to be you know what? They came through. That portal came through. Thank you, unicorns. I'm not being like satire here. I'm being real. Thank you, fucking unicorns, because I was having problems. Given all the Cancers up there. What the hell was going on with this weird thing? Look at that beam of light that's ascending you up. What is ascending you up spiritually? What truly is understanding the light codes in the light body? Like it's lifting you up. Look at that. There's that. Oh, I'd love to see that holy grail of the emotion. Because you got that Queen of Cups over there. Go to where the emotions are gooey and being like, yes. And there's also that new energy, that Ace of Swords. And it's also very much like, almost it's like that Ace of Swords. Like this person that's on the right side for you, the right choice is like trying to lift you up. They're trying to lift you up and they want to build something emotionally. They don't want to just lift you up for their own like needs. Well, do you have any money? Or they don't have anything. I mean, there's a lot of confirmation that, stop dealing with the person that can't build the thing that you want in your life. Stop. Well, you got hope. But she's also kind of in a weird place here. Anticipation, bright, what does that say? Bright prospects and a wish. You're getting your wish. And look at that. That's in alignment with the new energy. Something new, something exciting, something that's emotionally fulfilling. We'll get a little confirmation. What is this wish? Can I wish for the wish girl? The wish girl's hot. She's hot. The wish girl's hot. She's also sitting on a bunch of skulls. She got her makeup done. She's ready for her wish. She got her hair done too. Look at that. Six of Pentacles there. You're wishing for something that, again, not only is it that you can get the physical life right, but it's a balance. It's like both seeing things on the same page physically in life, and also it's you're not relying on each other for something like, oh God, it's like somebody, the wish is like having this beautiful life. Look at that cat. It's just totally like, it's good when the cat's asleep on the rose and the rose has thorns. This just fell out, so I'm just throwing it. Gratitude card was what came out. So somebody has gratitude for you and something that you're extremely got a lot of gratitude for. If you lost gratitude for something, which it's okay. You can lose gratitude for things. It's not a sin. Like, it's God stuff you stay grateful for. It's different when it's like, yeah, they're not being grateful or whatever. Or you just like are not like that into it. Wow, you got enlightenment here from Ganesha. It's almost like a epiphany moment this week. Like, whoa, I get it now. I can either do this stupid shit over here that I keep trying to fucking reset. You got a Princess of Pentacles, like reversed. Like, gosh, this person has money issues. Somebody has money issues. Somebody also has self-worth issues, and that's what's relaying onto you, too. And somebody who's just also probably on their way out or something, too. Chariot, reversed. And that air, you know, getting clear on that communication, but also being clear in your communication this week. And then there's that enlightenment moment of that Mahamta energy. With that choice and that star card reversed, it's like stop. The challenge is stop trying to reset the negative things and start resetting your life just and not worrying so much or trying to overthink and figure everything out and go to the energy that's just like, here it is. It's all ready to happen. It's all ready to happen for you, Cancer. What do the majors have to say here? Majors. Wow, you got the vision card. I mean, this card is wow. This is one of the unique cards to the IH squared Icarus deck. This is about the enlightenment of seeing something that, look at, you are that wide awake, third eye, everything's open, but also look at that mouth wide open like, oh my God, hell yeah. Emperor reversed. Stop going with somebody who doesn't have the ability to even be a boss or make that vision happen. That's your issue. The enlightenment is realizing that vision can't happen when you yourself are feeling like you can't have it, or if you're feeling low, it's because the energy that you're around. But if somebody brings you up, they got that shit together in themselves. You got a 6 of Pentacles there. That's the wish. Somebody who can actually assist and help and make things happen instead of you always having to do that. That's your issue. You keep fucking nursing these motherfuckers and think, oh, yeah, this is great. Yeah, you're in love with being a nurse, not in love with somebody who can actually take care of their own shit, too, and offer you some shit so you don't have to do all that fucking nursing. You got Aquarius 8th house here. Venus, oh, boy. Definitely we're looking to connect on deep levels, but you can't be afraid of it. And also, this is also killing out things that are not connected. So very extreme and bipolar, like goodbye and oh my God, everything. It's either or. That's how you're going to know what's going on. They get troubled relationship with party. Might sound like that's an oxymoron, but really it's not. It's like you get through the troubles that you're having within yourself or with a partner or some situation, and then the party's wide open for you, and it's not like you got to be like, ow, I just went through this thing, or I'm still doing this, or whatever. It's like maybe that's your relationship trouble, is like you just keep creating excuses to not have the party. Whatever the excuse is, you got to get rid of that excuse and those problems about relationships and move on to having a party in your life for love. Like, what the fuck, Cancer? It's good reading, but yeah, Taurus next. We got the bulls. I want to hear fucking everybody in the fucking chat. The big question, Taurus, are you a bull or are you a cow? Which one are you? You know, you milking it right now? Are you fucking running down? Are you running with the bulls? Are you running down the streets of Spain? Or are you at PBR and you're fucking, they're tying up your pee-pee and they're fucking yakking that thing and they're making you go, in the back of your legs. Maybe you like that. Might be sadistic. You might like that one. But where are you not showing up? I got a feeling. I don't know why, Taurus. You had a bunch of good readings lately. And then like, my guide just instantly said, a bunch of you all did not show up. So that just came, I'm being real. That's what just came up in my head. My guides were just like, a bunch of them didn't show up. I'm like, okay, I'll tell them. Were you fiddling around? Were you playing with your pee-pee? Fucking on PBR? Fucking... What's going on, Taurus? Let's see. No more playing with your pee-pee, fucking go bull riding, okay? No more jacking on that thing. Well, you got the Queen of Cups reversed as the first card. So funny. I mean, I'm shuffling this thing. I don't know. Yeah, the Magician is your challenge. Uh-oh. The Knight of Pentacles is your overall reversed. And your way through this is the Temperance card. Wow. Well, it's like when I get to the bottom of a Sprite. It's very... I had a Sprite around. I moved it somewhere. Got kicked somewhere. But, isn't it a lot nicer to have a full Sprite, Taurus? That Queen of Cups for you in reversed is definitely coming into this week like you didn't fulfill your emotions or somebody didn't fulfill you, but I got a feeling this is you because it is reversed. You want to be nurtured? You want to have all that? Well, when you push it away, guess what happens? Nothing fulfills. And especially, look at that, your challenge is the magic. You had all the magic in the world. What happened? Or you thought something was magical. Maybe it wasn't as above, so below. Maybe it wasn't real. But look at that Temperance card here to help you through that. The problem that I'm seeing with this overall card here in your future, especially Knight of Pentacles reversed, like why are you afraid to move things forward? This is a fear of moving good, emotional, physical things forward. I like a Knight of Pentacles. Makes it happen. Gets on the trail. Fucking the trail never ends. That's the Knight of Pentacles. It's a long journey. When you are stopped, you're stopped in your tracks. It's like being in the mud as a cow. And then with the Queen of Cups here reversed, it's like trying to feel like, I'll feel better when I go drive through Dairy Queen and they don't have any fucking thing left. No, we don't have any more Dairy Queen ice cream left. What do you have? We have water cups. No, that wasn't, it was a bottle, but it's okay. Little Tesla coil to your pee-pee. Oh my God. I'm just having fun. It's Leo season. If you don't have fun, I gotta be a Leo for my life. So, Anyway, this Temperance and this Magician has really got me in a really interesting place. It's almost like the real deal magic is there, but if you don't show up to that with your emotions and are ready for it, I mean, I get it. Shit happens. You got the Tower reversed? What the fuck? You got a Tower reversed. Let's show people on that side angle here. Look at this Tower reversed here. This Tower reversed is an interesting one. I always like looking at this one because it's like, okay, yeah, let's look at it up right side up. Okay, that's a tower, but like, whoa, what's that shit in the middle there? It's a missing piece, a chimney that is missing. It's like too much energy got built up and it exploded. It's a different way to look at it. It's not like building too far up and it came down. It's like too much built up and the chimney just popped the stack and the whole place exploded, but it's reversed. Why are you so afraid of things going bad? It's almost like you think giving too much emotion is going to blow things up. Yeah, it does. It makes people squirt. Both genders. That's what it does. But if you want to stay in dry lake beds all day, be my guest. Be my guest. Sit in a fucking cow dung for the rest of your life. What'd you get for that Knight of Pentacles in reverse? You got the Eight of Pentacles. Well, there's a lot here about making shit fucking actually happen, especially that Knight of Pentacles reverse to unstuck. It's like, you know what you've done? You've mastered staying stuck. Wow. Stuck in a bad relationship, stuck from being single, stuck in this kind of like magician, like magic role that you don't know how to do. You're trying to, it's like you're trying to, are you a fact checker for Facebook now? For relationships? Who's paying you to do that fact checking? Yourself? You're paying your own fact checker, but you are, and you're trying to verify if something's real. Like something's natural or it's not. You know it is, but it's your fear emotionally or your fear of getting out because it's emotionally become too much and you're not squirting about it. You know what I mean? Well, we're gonna have to get some astro cards out here. Oh man! Actually, I'm gonna see what this Tower reverse. What are you not blowing up about? You look at you. It's time to let go of your fears. That's exactly what I said. Like, what are you so afraid of? Nine of Swords reversed. Look at that. Like all those knives are coming after her. Oh my God! Jiminy! Ah! No, they're not. They're going away when they're reversed. This is about your fears of explosions happening and losing everything from gaining the best stuff. Maybe you're afraid of squirting showers. Look at that. You got Pluto. Look at, no wonder I was talking about squirting and all that shit. Pluto came out, fucking was like raw as fuck. Time for you to transform this energy emotionally, especially, and being afraid of the explosion of emotional goodness. Wow. I had no judgment. I got no judgment. Full disclosure, I remember I was in high school and I remember I was in between my two high school sweethearts and I was at my buddy's house and fucking hooked up with this chick, and it was the first squirting experience I had. She was terrified. She's like, I like squirt a lot. I'm like, oh, I don't care. I was like 16. Shit fucking was like the Colorado River fucking all over myself, right? First I was like, what the fuck is that? I get it. I was 16 though. Stop being 16. Thank God for that girl. I forgot her name. I think people have realized I really don't give a fuck. I don't care what people think. I don't care what people judge me like. I'm real. I fucking will be real the rest of my life. That's Pluto too. Are you ready to be real? Or are you just going to be fucking Pinocchio? Stay a fucking little, I'm not a real boy or girl. I'm just fucking voting for Biden. Fucking, like just sitting on my fence. I don't know what I am. I don't know if it's going to be real. It's like you got to make, Pluto ask for a fucking all in or you all out. At least make a commitment to that you're all out if you're not going to do this shit. You got access your gifts. Wow, access your gifts from the beauties. Explore your treasure chest. Accept who you truly are. Well, maybe you're accepting who you truly are, but are you accepting the gifts from that chest? Maybe you are. I mean, Lay's potato chips on the couch is definitely a Taurus thing, but like there's a lot more gifts out there than Lay's potato chips on the couch and sitting in your bed with your ear pods on and shit. The gift of something real and magical. I mean, I can't get a better lineup for you right there, but that's also your challenge line here. So I'm like, what your challenge is having the best gifts of your life that are actually real and natural and beautiful and divine and actually the most magical thing that gives you all the magic and the creation in life that you want. Oh. Well, what do the vampires have to say? Sometimes you just have to go to those vampires and just be like, okay, vampire, what do you gotta say? Death rights. Wow, it's so funny we had pulled that card as the collective. So you're definitely kind of connected with this weird collective energy right now. But this death rites is definitely, I think, the end for you. Saying goodbye to this, a formal occasion, honoring lives. Saying goodbye to staying in mastering, being stuck, and like what's up with that? Look at, is that you holding on to a fucking skull baby? Wonderful. I think it's time to throw that skull baby away. And maybe you've been practicing for love with a little skull baby in your bed, and like, oh, I'm cuddling it. Hot. Makes me want to squirt all over you. Yeah, right. Decision. Look at, oh my God, this cannot be a much more clear reading than ever. Like, come on, Taurus, time to make a choice in your life. You know, you squirting that milk, cow, or are you fucking just going to take the fucking hormone shots? Just get big old plumpy and fat and don't do shit. Hey, it's your choice. What's going on here with the majors? What's the majors got to say? What do the majors got to say? Majors. Major decision. You got the death card reversed. Oh, man. Why? A star reversed. Well, not a bad thing, but I'm sorry, you just can't. Nothing is going to change. Nothing is going to give you these beautiful gifts and treasures and opportunities when you stay. Like it's a hard choice for you to put an end to a way of your life that's going to make you feel like you're naked and alone and afraid. I think the show was called Naked and Afraid. They didn't add alone. They always gave somebody in that show naked and afraid. So, stop being so afraid to be in the new energy. Make a choice, but don't keep suspending yourself, other people and stuff by not making a choice, and especially not showing up. This is like, I'm just stuck, and that's okay. But it's time to make that change. It's time to put down that little dead fucking little baby fucking bones. Been holding on to it too long. Were you a little hungry and thought it was a fucking wing? Better not have. No, you were thinking about it though. Libra. Venus in the 8th. Oh, wow. You either are committed to relationship life and you're ready to go deep into that, or not. You won't receive. You're here to receive it, but you got issues with blocks, barriers, and especially with trust that you got to work on here. And you got to actually, the only way that you can learn to trust is trust. There is no, I'm working on trusting. That's like saying I'm working on learning to have an orgasm. You either just fucking let go and do it or you don't. They get troubled relationship and boring relationship because they're choosing that life. It's all right. You can start it all over. They should watch it. Wonderful. Beautiful. Oh. Probably is hitting a little too close to home there, huh, Taurus? We got Libras. Let's get these Libras going. I want to see those scales tipping all over and going, ah! No, we don't want to see Libras when they do that. When Libras scales going, wah, 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 wah. my God. Not good. We got to see that balance and harmony, you know? Look at our laws and our justice system today, especially just our world. You think the balance of the scales are happening right now? No. So we as people have to now and you Libras have to show us the way of that justice. So you got to live your life in justice. You got to live your life balanced. If Libras are out of balance, then the whole world is. Why do you think Californians in such ruin? Guess what sign Gavin Newsom is? Libra. Cheated on his wife. That's right. Cheated on his wife, who is now, ironically, with Don Jr. With one of his best friend's wives. Newsom. Libras. Newsom. Libras. Newsom. Libras. Newsom. Libras. Don't be Newsom, Libras. You all out of whack here? You begging on Netflix to come through and save your election? You taking bribes? You out of whack? You partying too much? All that Leo in the 11th? Or are you not having fun at all? There's got to be a balance, right? Some Libras right now, I can tell just energetically are just like, ah! And then others are like, ah. Both of you all have to like switch a little bit, you know what I mean? Balance it out. Maybe you got to get that porcupine hair and that fucking fake smile and just sit up there and be like, I'm giving everybody free money. It's not fair when it's not everybody. If we're going to play communists. Oh, do you see how communism works? They pick groups to get everybody to keep it all good, but they don't give everybody else it. And then they say they give everybody else it, but really they take everything for themselves and they give everybody just nothing. And that's what everybody gets is nothing in the end. All right, Libra. What's going on with your love life here? I just did a nice shuffle. Your first card is the Ace of Cups reversed. You got the Queen of Pentacles as your challenge. You got the Six of Swords here as your overall. Upright too. And your challenge here is the Death card. The way through the challenge at least. Ace of Cups reversed. Definitely the past. But trying to let the past end and move to this new energy, that's not happening until you physically demolish the fucking past. Queen of Pentacles here is holding on. Look at her. She's a little porty too, like Porky. Oh, I'm holding on to it. I know I'm a dick, but it's real. That's what happens, right? Like, she's got enough for everybody for days. We know what's in her cupboards. That Death card's there to be like, okay, this past shit that you want to get rid of to feel, I mean, you know, this is like really dry. Ace of Cups reversed, you know, the fountain is definitely not overflowing. But that's not going to happen until you actually put a death here in the universe. Look at this on the floor. The Sun card just was there. Sun, look at that. That is life and death. So you can bring the life to what you really want by putting the end to the things that you don't want fully. And the Six of Swords says it's time for you, and maybe you're in the process of that, but you are definitely having to walk into a whole new energy. And I know that may be very hard. Some Libras are just afraid of that. We're going to get to the bottom of that because if you don't move on, that cat is dead by that sword. Look at that beautiful walkway out of that. Well, if you sit too long in contemplation, you think she's going to make it through? Could she fit? Nope, she's too big. It's fine. I warn people. This show triggers you. Don't watch. Princess of Cups. look at this. You're ready for an offer. You're ready to make an offer. Somebody's ready to make an offer to you. But can anybody make an offer to somebody who's not available fully? Or you're just ready for a much more positive energy and starting at much more of like the base of just like, let me just start with like the basic stuff in my emotional life, because in order to refill this cup, there's got to be a lot of that old, you got to wash the cup out first. But I feel like there's like a new energy coming that's just overall in your love life, whether it's you or a situation, but it's definitely like this feeling of like, I'm ready to emotionally feel. I love this. This is a great card. We're gonna know more. We got 3 of Wands reversed here. Look at you. Turned your back to the shore that's gonna take you away to the better place. Oh man. It's almost like you know that you want to leave and move on and move this journey to a new destination, but there's still some sort of excuses. 3 of Wands definitely is on the route to the Chariot, right? It's like, it's a wise energy. It's a bright energy. It's an energy that's ready to move on, but it also, the 3 of Wands is not moving. And so the fact that it's reversed here, it's turned its back. It's not only is it not moving, but it's turned its back so much that I don't know where to go. So what do you mean? You know exactly where to go. You're turning on your back on where you know where to go energetically and leave. Like always finding something here to stay. But this is definitely a demolition that's trying to happen here. Sometimes, you know what? Libras have to get till it gets demolished, or they jump to some other person and cheat and go, sorry. What do we got going on here with this? I know people, my hand is messed up, so you have to give me a break here. You got water element sensing. Look at all that water. You got Ace of Cups, you got the Page of Cups, and you got the water element sensing. So you know what to do intuitively. You also are definitely intuitively feeling something out. What is that about, though? 8 of Wands. Yeah, you know, there's an awesome direction to go to. Maybe there's some energy that you're like really excited about going towards, but that can't happen until you clean out the past. So the faster you do that and make that clear and live your life towards moving that direction, faster things will go. So it looks like that's happening. What's up with the unis? Open to abundance. Before you believe you deserve, accept plenty and prosperity. So it's time for that. And that's only going to happen when you go through the full end and the full new beginnings. Like, and fully end this heavy, like, this is like heavy past stuff. It's also like heavy, like, sustainability through stuff. But you could be going through this big process here of washing things away, as I said, with that water element there. Ending things. What do the vampires have to say? Hope. Look at you. You got a big wish coming this week. That wish, I think, definitely is going to be something that's good for you. But if you've got your back to that, where that wish is going to lead you, and you ain't going to go anywhere. What's this wish specifically going to show up with? The devil. Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's not why you got to let go of that past. If you keep wishing for the devil to come back, or the past to somehow resurrect, or the past trying to, it could be too that your wish is being fulfilled of what you want, but then there's the devil trying to take it away from you and trying to convince you to stay. How do they get out of that? 9 of Pentacles, knowing your value, knowing your worth, sitting on your own and saying, fuck you, devil, I ain't going back that way. I'm going to get my wish. You're not going to take that wish away from me. What is Ganesha got to say for us? You did get the nurture. That's what you're looking for. Something that's nurturing and nurturing back. What are the majors got to say here? You got the death card here. But the star card, it's so funny, I picked that up in the middle of the deck. But, it's different. You got the star card reversed, you got the death card here. Wow. It's time to put, you got 2 death cards, by the way, and then you got the star card reversed. It's like, okay, it's like, this might sound crazy. You're putting things to an end that don't work, but it's not fully cleared out yet. And that's a weird place to be. Do everything that you can to clear it out and then move on. Start actually moving the direction that's good for you in your life instead of staying like in this weird middle ground. I'll put one more major. Yeah, Hangman reversed. You're hanging yourself and you don't need to anymore. Stop staying stuck to situations that you don't want to be in. That's the main message. Your astro dice for this week, Libra, is you did get the second house here, and you did get Saturn, and you did get it in the 8th house. A lot of 8th house coming up. Learning your boundaries about what to have and not have, okay? But you have to be smart about it. You have to start to communicate what you want and what you don't want, and you have to be very clear about that in order to receive what you want to have. Relationship troubles with truth bomb. Not bad, Libra. I know you might be like, that sucked. It's like, no, it's like you get a wish, just there you are, almost like trying to stop it, or I don't know, convincing yourself to stay stuck. You get that Hangman reverse there at the end too. You got all that 2 death cards. Time to put an end to all this shit and move on. Sorry to say, you know it. Something's got to change. We got Sagittarius now. Sagittarians are now. We're going to have to do some shuffling here. So, have any good stories besides 16-year-old squirt adventures? That was a very weird moment. I remember telling my buddies at the time in high school, and they were like, what are you talking about? I'm like, well, I guess you'll find out one day. It was a very weird moment. And I remember too, it was like the girl, like I didn't know, like she was like friends with another dude that was my buddy's like friend, and like she like used to hang around them or something. And it was like one of those weird things where like it was like, hi. You know what I mean? It was like, whoa. I miss those like house parties, 16 years old, on the weekends. If you didn't live high school, like live it, like, I don't know. People end up really weird that didn't live their high school. Have you ever noticed? It takes them a while to find it. I think we got to rethink how the world works. Especially if you think about it. Why are we putting the most restriction on children on how they live their lives and trying to control them? And then when you're older and you're old is when finally all the gates are off. So you basically live your life in a gate till you're old and you can barely do anything. Makes no sense. And I'm not saying to reverse it and put all the gates on the old people like we've seen lately. It's more like, why are there so many gates on everything? Sag understands that one. It's all about keeping life open and experiencing. Right, Sag? Sag likes a good open door. Sag likes a new experience. Sag likes a new vibe. An exciting new adventure. But if you're a Sag that is just based it off travel only, you're missing out on some bigger adventures that could just be in your local space. Your first card for this week is the Knight of Swords. Wow. Bump, bada, bump, fast. You got the 10 of Pentacles as your challenge here. You did get the Knight of Wands. We got 2 knights. With the 9 of Cups reversed through your challenge. Oh, wow, in reverse. Well, I like seeing both knights. There's definitely some leaping and jumping and coming in quick. Fast energy, Knight of Wands. Knight of Swords, though, is even faster. some bold energy and some quick energy, but also that, is it building anything? The challenge here is the Ten of Pentacles. So, okay, things might be changing fast. They might be really exciting, but like, hey, the challenge is like, what am I going to build off this shit? Is it building anything good? So somebody might be coming in hot, or something might be changing, or maybe, well, we'll find out more. But that Nine of Pentacles or Nine of Cups in reverse is like, you need to slow your roll with over exciting emotions, okay? Because nine of Cups is always like, you know, you might be doing too much, excess. And also it's right before the Ten of Cups, which is the ultimate dream. So the Nine of Cups is saying like, whoa, 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 okay, this is great. I don't mind you come running fast by here, but just make sure that the fucking mud ain't flying up in my eye. What are you doing here? The question is, what are you doing here? You might be wanting to exit out, or something's exiting or coming in. Because that Nine of Swords is like, I got to save the day. What are you saving the day about? Oh, wow. You need to make a fast decision. Something's come up. I am really interested now with this reading. What really hard choice do you have here that you need to figure out really fast? Got a Ten of Pentacles there. Something where you know you got to pull your emotions back and not be too overexcited because something's not being built right. It's almost like everything else is kind of good, but like there's trouble at the foundational level of creating. I'm going to pull one more card. What's this choice? Oh, Four of Pentacles. Wow. That's a hard choice. Something that you've invested a lot of energy in, or that you hold a lot of, like, my precious, can't let it go. But there's trouble. The Knight of Swords is to always save the day. What's up with this Knight of Wands? You got the Teacher reversed here. I think that you got to throw all the rules out the window here. Why is that? Queen of Cups reversed. You've been like living by rules. Like, I have to do this. I have to stay in this. I have to be this way. There's too much of that. You know, but it's like not emotionally fulfilling you. It's like, and it's like you're ready to go leap into what you really love. And I feel like you got to hold back your overexcitement and only put it to something that's actually going to create and build the foundational element that's actually going to do something more than just like you're bored, basically, and you're ready for something to change crazy. Because when Knight of Swords is the main card, holy fuck, this is going to be a crazy week, and it is Stimulation City with major crazy choices about big things and making sure, like, what have you also lost emotion for that you used to be very optimistic about? Maybe it was over-optimism. But anything new coming in, it better have, like, you know, fuck the rules, and it better be emotionally fulfilling. It better not just be like, you know, rebound or temporary. You got the Pisces card, I believe. Definitely, there's also the Pisces energy, the 12th house. Like, you got to let go of the beliefs of what you think is so powerful, and you got to look at the truth here and what needs to be fixed quick to get the dream back online here in life, of your love life. And also for clearing also things out that are toxic, actually. Well, let's see if the unicorns can help you here. The unicorns. What do the unicorns say? You got create your vision. If we take a look at it from right here, we got create your vision. Do what makes your heart sing. You're being nudged forward. You're being nudged forward here, especially with two knights, to get it and go. Look at that. Look at that portal. Like, it's a whole new road into a whole new place. Definitely feel like this is a lot of exiting energy is to enter into things, but a lot more exiting, like, you know, or contemplating the exit. But also to create the vision. It's almost like, or you're just restructuring your life to recreate the vision in your life a lot better. Something might have came in quick and you're like, what the fuck, is this toxic? And now I have to make a big choice and I put way too much onto it. Sag. What's going on with my Sages? What do we get here? Oh, wow. Nobility, honor, high standards, idealistic. That's what you're looking for in your life. high standards, raising the bar. It's time to raise the bar, Sag. Or somebody that actually looks at you with that high nobility, or are you the only one getting looked at that way, but you don't look at your partner that way? Like, that's kind of a problem when that happens. Ganesha, I have to pee really bad, so I'm going to go fast. But Ganesha pulled promise of the future. Definitely with that create your vision. Oh, man, look at both are looking at the future, and I have this feeling exit energy. What do these majors got to say? Strength reversed. High Priestess reversed. Oh, boy. Stop avoiding what your intuition's telling you and have the strength to go through with it into that future. I got to pee. They are getting, oh my God. They got Gemini, they got Mercury, and they got the second house. Time for you to actually be smart and pick something better in life and actually be more exciting. They get troubled relationship and party if they're willing to do it. No more sprite shaming, tarot shaming. Somebody said, stop fat shaming. The card was a bigger person. But you want to open up a can of worms? I'll open up a can of worms. I saw a great meme just the other day. Imagine if we played this whole entire panda experience differently. Instead of them pushing shots, they pushed fruits and vegetables. Instead of them telling you to stay in your home, that you worked out and you walked around for 20 minutes a day. And they encouraged you to be outside and in the sun and doing things outside. Instead of them closing down businesses, the only one they closed down was McDonald's and fast food restaurants and donut shops and ice cream stores. Because all the people that die young and died of this thing were all in the category that would live that life opposite of all that. Over 80% now. Go look at even right now, they're trying to scare you about fucking Delta Airlines Plus seating. When they get the people on the TV and they're like, you should get the fucking car wreck. Have you seen a thin person yet? Show me one. This country's too afraid to fucking talk about it, and the world's too afraid because you know why? People are too afraid when over half of America is overweight. I'm not saying it's wrong because I get shamed because I'm too thin or you drink Sprite. So we're all getting shamed all the time. Okay? But I'm not going to like, oh God, the people who tell me to drink more water. Like, so people that have a weight issue, stop being so sensitive. Maybe, you know, if you want it, just own it. If you like being that way, like I smoke cigarettes. People tell me, stop smoking, you're a smoker. I have to deal with that shit. You're an astrologer, you're the devil. I deal with that shit every day, but I don't fucking let it get to me. So if you have problems and sensitivities with being, in the proper term, obese, like that's fucking on you. I'm not, my show and none of the work I do is fucking focused on anybody or any place and shaming unless they're from the dark. I shame the dark. But if you're going to be sensitive because I fucking see a card and it's a girl who's obese and she doesn't fit in the Six of Swords, well, that's truth. You know, there was that show where there was that really obese woman that they had to pull out of an apartment and they had to get the big crane out and they had to fucking literally chop half of her fucking apartment apart to get her out. Poor woman. I feel horrible for that soul to go through that situation, but you choose that. You know, my dad had a heart attack 4 weeks ago when we were at a survival party this week, and the doctor looked at my dad this is in the last like week and a half and said, well, you want to get out a shovel and start making your fucking grave because you have heart disease and you need to turn that shit around, and anything with eyeballs, you can't eat it anymore. You had 64 years to eat what you wanted. Not anymore. So my dad has had to go full vegan. He's lost 10 pounds already in like the last 2 weeks from this thing. But the doctor was straight with him. Like, your diet caused your heart disease. So, you know, it's kind of a wake-up call at one point in life. Unfortunately, with what we see with the panda out there, that's the wake-up call for those people. I don't know why everybody's tripping balls. If you're not overweight or obese, I don't know why you're tripping. Because that's the data that they won't tell you on TV, because the people that are all like, you know, this country and the stock market and all that shit is caters. Facebook, all that shit caters for you sitting at home more, not doing anything and ordering food that's not the best for you and eating it. That's the truth. So, you want to start getting weird about me fat shaming? That's not me shaming at all. I'm not shaming you. I'm telling you, do you. If that's what makes you feel good, because I believe at the end of the day, it's people who feel good. You can see the biggest person or people who smoke till the rest of their life or whatever. They're just happy in what they do. But if you have triggers on this show, like I said, guess what? It's to wake you up about what you're not comfortable with being with, I guess. I guess you're not comfortable with being obese or bigger. They even had to like the sensitivity about it that made stores called Big and Tall. Because if they put on the fucking store fat store, it wouldn't go well. And fat is an actual literal term of what your body has in it. Fat. And on the side, even on the side of this Sprite, fat content, 0. The first thing it says is total fat. 0. There's no fat in this. Even God in the Bible describes the fatness of this earth, which is a good thing. Aries. So I'm not gonna ever let anybody, and I don't give a fuck what anybody thinks, sit there and try and demonize me as being a fat shamer when it's anything from what I did. And that's a problem with comedy today and political correctness is you can't fucking be a comedian anymore. I'm gonna always be the comedian I want to be. And I'm gonna do it with fun, and I'm not gonna do it with like taking some fucking situation there and like overblowing it or trying to hurt people. You're only hurt if you're triggered because you don't like it that you are that and you don't want to deal with it. People tell me, maybe if I want to get rid of that like every day, since I've been a smoker most of my life, then I have that little, I have to clear my throat. If I wasn't comfortable with that, then I would stop smoking. And I did. I took 6 years where I quit smoking. I quit for 6 years. But when you go through a divorce and shit, it's kind of easy to go back to that one. But I'm willing to admit it. Are you? Let's see what's going on with Aries. That was a nice talk. Nice talk, everybody. That's Leo shit. No, people wanted to go, Lionsgate, so excited. I guess people can't handle the truth. Just can't people have the courage to even say that. They watch me because I have the courage to say that, what everybody else thinks in the world. And what the media won't even talk about because you know what? A lot of those fucking bigwig CEOs are fat. I'm going to clear that energy out. I'm not thin because of just my genes. I started working out when I was 5 years old in a swim team, and I swam competitively from 5 to 18 years old. I was in the military. I was in varsity water polo, the varsity water polo captain. I played water polo for many years, over 4 years. I played baseball since t-ball all the way through to majors in Little League till I got to high school, until I chose volleyball, indoor, 6-man, and I chose water polo as my sports. And then I played club volleyball in the summers. I raced jet skis professionally as an extreme sport. I walk 10 to 20,000 steps a day through this warehouse and walking around and shit like that every day. Like, you don't look like the way you look unless the way you live your life. That's why the 6th house rules health. So, I don't know what to tell people. And I got a moon in Taurus. Moon in Taurus people, trust me, I like my donuts. I actually have an ice cream back there, right? Oh. Right? I got an ice cream back there. Is there any way I can get that ice cream? I'm going to eat some ice cream while I do this Aries reading. Because I work my butt off to where my body's starving for something all the time because I'm using the energy. It's a different thing. But you want to shame me about Sprite? You want to shame me about whatever? What? I'm not trying to even shame. I'm just trying to talk some truth. Oh, wow, this looks so good. Brewster's, this is real ice cream. Thank you, Ann. I got butter pecan. It's super frozen because I think we have our freezer set so high. It's so frozen that the top will come off. Oh, there we go. Ooh, yes. I'm just going to take 1 second here, clear that energy out. Anybody tries to fucking fuck with me or shit like that and doesn't know the good place that I come from a good place. I'm not some piece of shit out there. And if you haven't been able to see that yet, that's on your own. Shit's bomb. Shit's really good. You know what? I needed this, actually, to be honest with you. I already feel bad. It's late. I got Ann here late. I'm here late. We were here late last night. You know what? We show up fully for the good of all people. Go show me other channels that are on this much and give you this much. Especially if you're on High Vibe. Like, please. Commit our whole lives, literally. Ann and I always sit every night and go, this is all we did. This is our life. No, you know. I don't even know what it's like to go home and sit down and chill out for hours. I don't even know what that's like. What was the last time I did that? I don't even know. It's just so good I needed this. But I just had to say that because, like, I don't take offense to being called a fat shamer for that. I'm more calling out some truth, like, you think that was fat shaming? Like, if you're triggered about fat shaming, you're lucky that the government and the propaganda machine isn't using the truth of the numbers in shaming fat people. If anything, they're doing the opposite. Fucking Benjamin Franklin was fucking fat. And he had gout. And he wrote, out of all the things that he was most afraid of in his life and that he was most tempted with, was food. Not the British, not the war, not them decurrencying all of it, was food. And he had a problem with food. Benjamin Franklin's biggest, weakest spot that he wrote about, that he actually wrote to God about, of his greatest sin was gluttony with food. The guy who discovered electricity on a fucking kite with a key. The guy who kept everybody with smarts to figure out how to make the republic through a revolution happen was good old BF. The guy who's on your $100 bill, had a problem with food. Wrote about that more than the problems with other things in life. Not as much so as, things against, he wrote more about tyranny and things that took away freedoms, which we're seeing right now more than ever. But that's a different perspective. Like, what if we actually, you're afraid of fat shaming? What if the world just went against fat people? You guys are the ones all dying, but we're not going to turn against each other. Because High Vibe's all about not turning about people who got the shot or not got the shot, right? Because anybody trying to fucking tell people like, hey, yo, you need to be like this. That's not what I represent. That's not what this place represents. We believe everybody's just who they are and fucking be who you are. But if it were to be the real facts, I'm surprised that they didn't go after that. That's how you know this thing is all fucking panda. Like, You know what would be the opposition force to that? Would be, we're all suffering because you hear all the people that got the shot saying all the people shot it up are the reason why we can't have our life back. Well, the true data would be, no, all the people that are obese, over 80% of you, we got to wait till you figure that one out. But I'm not saying that's what people are saying or what I want to say or believe or anything like that. I'm just saying, if we were to take some data and some facts here, imagine if that was coming at you. So you think that was fat shaming? Matt, you're lucky that the government ain't doing that. You're lucky that the people aren't doing that. All right, Aries. Clear that energy out. We're going to find the best energy for love and best energy to you all out there after that talk. I'm just willing to go there. I'm not willing to fucking... God, everybody's so fucking politically correct now. I can't even handle it. All right. Aries, your first card that you got here is a Four of Wands in reversed. Oh, you got the invocation card here as your challenge. That's interesting. You got the Page of Swords in reversed. Here's your overall. And you get the Eight of Cups as your way through this mess. Wow. Well, it's not horrible, but at the same time, it's kind of like, here's the best way to put it. You know, Four of Wands, something that was celebratory but wasn't. Could be a divorce. Could be also something that you thought was going to be special and it's really not going special. Could be also a marriage kind of refiguring things out. But that invocation challenge, the invocation card actually is a challenge card itself. It's not integrating all the universe and the understandings of it. So, are you dealing with love or partnership issues where somebody really doesn't know how to even bring? So, like, let's say, I love because it has the lunar cycle in this card. And then surrounded by the energy of understanding the universe and bringing that invocation in. I don't know if we can take a look at it right here. But let's say you're Aries, right? You get all this shit, but your partner doesn't. Or you don't get this shit and your partner does, or the person that you're going after, vice versa. I don't know. Your way out of this is literally the way out. The Eight of Cups. That's moving on. The universe is telling you to move on from things that just aren't coming together and aren't celebratory. And then you got a Page of Swords reverse, which means it makes no sense, or they don't know how to communicate, or there's also a lot of things like promises that aren't kept and stuff like that. Right? Lies. So, why do I get the feeling that Aries have not let go of something that just isn't working, isn't invocating, and that you know to walk away from, but you're still holding on? Why is it? Even if it's just like, I don't know, a text or an ex, I don't know, or just like, there's something about holding on. We're going to get to the bottom of that. Oh my God. Seven of Swords with that Four of Wands reverse. Oh boy. You cutting your own head off here? You shooting yourself in the foot? Definitely some shenanigans going on, or you're hiding that everything looks good, especially Seven of Swords with a Four of Wands reverse. No, it's still good. I'm good. They're good. We're good. And it's trouble in paradise at home. Or you're dealing with somebody who's just like a liar, said they were going to marry you. They were going to do this. They were going to do that. They're not doing it. Or they were going to say, you found out about a big lie. Let's see what that Page of Swords reversed is about, which already adds to it. A Six of Cups reversed. Whoa. This is not good memories to keep trying to think and turn them around and be like, oh yeah, that's not the truth. The truth is this is not imprinting good memories. It's bad, but it also, I just gotta say, there's just something about this Eight of Cups that's like, get out of Dodge and get back to invocating your life around things to bring in. Because if you were to flip that Page of Swords around without Four of Wands, it's like the truth would come and the celebration would happen. I feel like you're missing out on something grand here. I also got a feeling that you're having troubles letting go of past memories, and especially some deception and some things that you know about. You can't, one thing about the Four of Wands, this is the marriage card, right? I love this card. I mean, it's really not holy to, know in the back of your mind the shenanigans that are going on. I would call this week leaving shenanigans. You got, for your astro here, well, that just came out. Jupiter abundance. I mean, there could be a couple things to this. You could be overlooking the deception, or you could be dealing with somebody who has done some things, but maybe it's a misunderstanding, but at the same time, it's not something to celebrate about. I mean, this Jupiter abundance card is like you're getting either an abundance of hell, or you're getting the abundance of opening up new doors that don't have deception and actually can be something to celebrate about. There's a lightning bolt coming in through this thing. Very Jupiter Aquarius, actually. Which for you, Sag, is about rethinking and new strategies, especially with your personal life and your surroundings and communication. You did get the Violet Flame. Oh, no. I mean, that's a good card, but, it's definitely a card of like, bye-bye. This is a card that says, we're going to have to look at it here. Hold on. Invocate the cosmic diamond violet flame. Transmute all that is not love. With an 8 of cups. Look at that ship taking off. I'm out of here. I'm done. Look at that. I'm out. I'm got to go. Rise out. Get up to that Saint Germain violet light, baby. What's going on here, Aries, with... Oh, man. Not my hands, man. I'm just like, ugh, man. Wow, anti-hero. Yay. Maverick, risk taker, rule breaker. I like this card for you. I think it's time for you to break away. Break away from the falsehoods. That's where the abundance is. Break away, especially you got a Page of Swords here. You got a 7 of Swords. You got an 8 of Cups. I'm just going to be honest, as a just, old school tarot reader here. Like, this is just, if you're thinking about some weird situation or some relationship situation that's gone like really weird and bad, like, come on. It's time for you to go take a risk, be the maverick, get out of that shit. You got to be a rule breaker here and get out of this past, like in a Page of Swords is like, don't be naive and dumb anymore. Especially about like, oh, well, in the past it was good. Maybe you can turn it into something better. You're already going backwards and you're trying to take something in the past that is the past. It's not the present. People change. Situations change. Oh, I lost the feed. Oh, there we go. I'll give you, what risk are you taking? The Fool card reverse. You're taking the biggest risk by being so stupid and staying in something stupid. But you're taking the biggest risk when you get out of being like, I'm not going to be stupid and I'm going to go on a new trail. That's the Fool card. So, what do we got from Ganesha here? Openness. Time to open up new doors, new ways to look at here, Aries. It's definitely way up high, too. It's definitely moving out of the lower realms. And definitely when you got an 8 of Cups, you got a Violent Flame raising high, and you got a lot of that. Like, tend to go back out in the open here. I think that you're kind of closed off here with the 4 of Wands reversed and definitely a Page of Swords. It almost kind of feels like you're kind of, especially, I mean, your biggest challenge card here is that invocation. Like, that invocation is openness when you actually are open to it all instead of closed from it. The major arcana that you did get here with this openness and with all this spread here. You got the Hierophant reversed with the High Priestess reversed. So yeah, it's definitely letting go of the rules and following your gut and your intuition, but you got to listen to your guide. Your guides are trying to warn you about where to stay away from, and especially the Hierophant card. I hate to say, that's also kind of a marriage card too in major arcana. So definitely, we got 2 marriage cards reversed here, or anything that maybe you're thinking about marriage with, or maybe you need marriage counseling, but, there's going to be some really hard roads down there, I'm not going to lie. Your astro dice that you did get here. And you know what? There's a lot of beautiful things happening if you're just away from this energy. Like, everything's good if it's just not this, but you don't lie to yourself. Especially exes that you're trying to bring back from the past. Oh, my God. This is like, stay away from that shit. Or you're still connected there. Aries, you got Mercury and Libra, and you did get it with the, wow, 11th house. I mean, it's time for you to really look at all your options out there in the world of people and relationships, and definitely start to think about a different world, and also how to have things connect that makes sense to connect in a more balanced and positive way, instead of, staying so focused on just like how to fix something. You can't fix an unbalanced thing, okay? So they got troubled relationship. That's all. Let's see who's next here. We got Virgos. We got the Virgos. Virgo. Everybody wants to know a Virgo. When you hear those vacuum cleaners go, everybody wants to know a Virgo. 'Cause those lines on the carpet, they're so straight. They'll nitpick you up and down in the first date. It's a Virgo show. But they are pure and loving too. If you have a toothpick, they will pick the shit out of your teeth for you. And if they don't like to vacuum and they're dirty, yeah, 'cause there's dirty ones, don't get me wrong, then at least they know how to fix the weirdest things, including their own thongs. They like nature. Sometimes they dress like nature. Sometimes they look like nature too. Sometimes they don't wear makeup. No, they hate makeup. And they wear it with pride too. Everything must be natural, but when nobody's looking around, they're stuffing their mouth like a clown. Because they got a prop up that they are perfect when they're eating a slushy from Clown Town. All right, Virgo. That Nine of Wands reversed is your first card. Your challenge card here is the King of Swords. Your overall is the Sun card reversed. And you got the Five of Wands reversed. A lot of reversals here, Virgo. Things need to turn around. What is going on here, Virgo? Nine of Wands reversed. Definitely got to take... You're defending somebody for no reason. Or somebody's not on the same team with you, and they're... Somebody... We'll get to that. King of Swords reversed. You're not thinking straight. Are you convincing yourself about some really unconscious energy or some, overall, especially that Sun card reversed? It's like, did somebody flip on you? I'm getting that somebody flipped. Somebody flipped and showed their real disconnection to light. It's almost like, was your guard down? And then, oh my God, what? King of Swords? You too afraid of conflict? You know why? Because the conflict is within yourself, just being and owning the truth. That King of Swords knows exactly what's the truth and owns that truth, but you have a problem with that, so you're trying to avoid conflict by avoiding the truth. And your defenses are down, but the sun is reversed, so it's like, I don't know, are you living in like a black hole sun? Black hole sun, won't you come? And eat my ice cream for me. I got a feeling somebody has flipped on you. Oh. You know, I say that and the tower pops up. So, who flipped? Wow, 4 of Swords reversed. Somebody flipped on you, and it's terrifying the shit out of you. You saw the underbelly of what's really not what you thought was. That 4 of Swords reversed is you don't feel safe around it anymore. Or maybe you're afraid to show the underbelly too of yourself, and you think it'll all be destroyed, and put your defenses down and say what you want, because I know that there's probably singles out there like, I'm not dealing with anybody. But even if you're single, you can still find out, like, my ex really did that shit, and they flipped on you. You thought, I don't know. This really definitely feels like your defenses are like, what the fuck? You see it. Also, it's like seeing behind enemy lines. With that Tower card there and that 4 of Swords, it's like your safety net has now gone down to 0 about a situation or your love life. 3 of Pentacles with the Sun reversed. Yeah, I would say that the flip, you thought you were building something with somebody, but the Sun card reverse showed that they really are not on the team. They're not lighting it up. They're also, you know, the Sun card is always free to express itself fully and ride down the beautiful fucking hills on a horse with bareback and the parents waving and everybody happy. Somebody's, I got a pecan. Somebody's not on the team. Somebody's not building. Also, you can't build somebody when they don't know. It's like they almost, you know what got revealed? They don't know who they are. It's like they're like lost, or they're not as powerful as you thought, especially the King of Swords reversed. Or if you're, you know, talking to people or you're looking for somebody, like, this is not a time to put your defenses down and have a kaboom go that's unsafe, because you're smart enough to see that they're not revealing like what you want to see. They're revealing the opposite right now. They're revealing the underbelly of what's really going on. What did we get here? Wow, South Node, life debts. Look at this. Oh. You've come to the karmic cycle end, but also this could be your illusion that you don't want to see that truth. Oh, there's no tower. It's safe. It's fine. I'm safe. I don't know. A Tower card with a nine of wands and a 4 of swords reversed. That's a night's worst nightmare. And a South Node. Karma's caught itself up. Here, what's it about? The High Priestess reversed. Somebody definitely has turned on you and also exposed their underbelly, but also, I don't know. They might be holding on to a lie right now that you're finding out this week. You also, there's also other Virgos out there where it's like you're like holding on to something that you have to reveal too. You're too afraid of doing that. So you're going to be dealing with both sides of it. But it's not like a bad thing maybe. But with whatever it is, there's something obviously that somebody's flipped. And the High Priestess reversed. It's like you're realizing that they have no connection to listening to intuition at all, or even like paying maybe attention to you. A South Node is like their illusion. They're going in like some crazy illusionary direction. And if you go there with them, it's gonna ruin you. It also exposes a lot of secrets. That High Priestess reversed with the South Node and with the 4. Oh my God. And your own inner secrets all got to come out. Good and bad stuff. Your unicorn is soul satisfaction. Honor your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. with a 5 of Wands reversed, yeah, it should feel like there's no conflict, and it should feel like at least you have clarity and something that's strong. You can't have soul satisfaction if you're going to be with somebody that honestly honors your uniqueness. It's almost like they're not paying attention to it, or they're counterintuitive to the uniqueness of who you are. They're going in a direction that's opposite of where you want to go, and it's very conflicting, and you're very inner conflicting, and you don't know how to deal with it, and I think this is bringing up embarrassment. In any way, like, I'm embarrassed to tell the person that I see this. I'm embarrassed what other people will think. I'm embarrassed. Maybe singles out there, they're embarrassed to tell somebody like how they feel of what will bring them soul satisfaction. I think all Virgos are dealing with that, though. There's definitely a place of soul satisfaction. Then there's a place where it's like, well, this area is flipped on me big time. Well, thank God for vampires. Religion. Rules, the canon law, the commandments. That is weird with that 3 of Pentacles and that Sun reverse. So somebody has broken the rules and the commandments and the canon. It was like a belief that you had together, or a belief that somebody that you are interested in or something. And it's like totally switched, that Sun reverse. We're going to get clarity on that religion card. We got the 9 of Cups. Yeah, it was like, that was what was keeping everything together. You were all excited about it because it was beautiful. You guys were on the same page. Something flipped. They switched teams. What does Ganesh have to say? And you know what? You might think that they haven't switched teams, and they've switched teams, and they were just like, you're going to get that combo this week. So I switched teams. Fulfillment. That's what you're looking for. Are you really fulfilled there, Virgo? It's time for you to get over this South Node thing. Like, oh, my intuition tells me this, but I'm not going to listen to it. So stop pushing your intuition down. Let down your guard. Don't be afraid of fucking some catastrophe, of filling up your emotions and actually finding a safe place. But you're not fearful of an illusionary situation that you know they flipped on you, and that's not fulfilling you, but for some reason that feels safer. You need soul satisfaction here with fulfillment. You got both those cards. You got a King of Swords. You got to think straight. That's your problem right now, is like you're too weak to actually make a very strong choice right now in your mind. Like you're not thinking enough about it, or you've chosen to push it down. Your majors, Death card reversed. So you're too afraid to put an end to something that will bring you fulfillment. Why is that? Star card reversed. That one's come out a lot. Because you're too afraid to start something new and fresh. But because that one's come up so much, we'll throw one more. Icarus reversed. You're too afraid to make a big risk in your life here. But actually, you're taking the biggest risk of your life by staying in the same shit. You did get the Sun card here. You did get the 6th house, your own house. And you got Scorpio. Ooh. This is definitely revealing lies about the reality, and also changes in the reality that have to happen. And also, it's time to straighten shit out and get to the bottom of something, because something you need to get to the bottom of big time about how this flip happened. What the Sun card reversed? Why? What flipped, and why aren't they on the team anymore? Star card reversed. They're going against God. They're going in the opposite direction of the divine. They're going in some place that it's far. It's nowhere near sacred. That's a major arcana though, so we need the Fool. 3 major. Queen of Pentacles. Something that they're trying to have that is not divine, and they're stupid. And I'm sorry to say, you can't convince this person that the fact they went there. They're going against the team. Hope that helped you. They get troubled relationship. Remember, it's Leo. It's about loyalty. Don't try and be like, oh, well, they just didn't know. No, they knew. They went against your commitment and religion and belief system that you guys both shared and we're all optimistic about. Scorpios. Scorpio. Well, it's here, but Scorpio. Scorpio. All right, Scorpios, what's going on here? We're going to get these done and get everybody home. Gotta get everybody home. There was just a siren that went off right now. What's going on, Scorpio? Something weird going on? Why did we get a siren? I'll ask a random card. Why did we just get a siren? Ace of Wands upright. Something changing in your love life in a new direction. Positive. Something new, though. Don't know how that responds to you, but whatever that does mean for you. All right. Scorpio, your first card. Three of Pentacles. Man, a little love triangle going on here. Three of Cups reversed is your challenge. Six of Cups upright. And the Ten of Cups reversed. Oh, wow. And you know what? I feel like Scorpio, you're ready to like do something, build something, create something beautiful, but it almost feels like where is that? You keep looking at your past memories or you want to go build memories with something, but you can't go do that with energy that you're overly I got a feeling, Scorpio, here, you know, you're having to look out and make sure that you're not caught in the illusion that something's everything that you've ever wanted when really that Three of Cups there is like, was it just like party magic or, you know, are they around the right people? There's an issue here of like, I'm going to be honest. When I see 2, 3, especially the Three of Cups and Three of Pentacles, these are the only two cards that really have to deal with like love triangle and weird shit. Both of them are triangles too, and there's three hands. Like there's definitely like the person you're thinking about isn't really there, or you're caught up into thinking about, you know what, I'm going to be honest with you, Scorpio. You can always blame things and be like, I'm the one. Every Scorpio is always something that's like, I'm so real. And it's like, you always find out later, they're so secretive. They don't tell you. So like Scorpio, like, let's be real here. Stop projecting with a Three of Cups reversed here and a Ten of Cups reversed, projecting that, no, nothing. I got a feeling that you might be blowing something bad here, or you're missing out on something. You got to deal with your own love triangle shit and your own stuff that you don't show. You might not realize it. You might not realize that you talking to other people, but then blaming others that they do stuff like that. I don't know. There's something weird here. Well, you got to pick one. Emperor. But you got to also be, you know, about building something with somebody that you got to show your strength about what you want to build. Maybe you're not clear enough. And so that's kind of putting you also, may not be love triangle. I'm not going to say every situation is, but there's definitely a, you know, also if you're looking for a partner and stuff, like who is it? Like somebody wants to build something with you and they're very strong, but are you not showing up to the party? And the universe is saying, like, why are you not feeling that it is? What's up with the Six of Cups? Well, There's definitely, I like invocation reverse. It means that you don't need to invocate more spirituality. I think that you need to invocate more beautiful memories that can be created and made. I feel like you're kind of sitting on the fence, and that love triangle thing is just more just looking at too many options and nothing's happening with a party. There's no Scorpio party right now because you're choosing not to be in a Scorpio party. 10 of Cups reversed. You gotta have a little bit more courage here and definition of what you want here. Why is that 10 of Cups reversed? Ooh, 9 of Wands upright. Yeah, you are definitely blocked. You are holding a big wall up right now. Maybe, and I got from my guides, there was something about you projecting, but really you're doing it. So, Earth, you want something to physically manifest big time right now. Also, you want that stability that comes from a relationship, or maybe you're wanting stability in a relationship you're in, but there's some weird, looking around, looking at too many things or not knowing what to build. That needs to be understood. What's up with the unicorns here? You got cocoon of white light, rest in perfect love, understand oneness. You got to wrap yourself in the light, instead of staying outside of it in your little Scorpio den. You got to actually wrap yourself around it. You got to surround yourself in that cocoon of light, and you got to take away that wall. And, oh, that's so weird. Your trouble is that you're not showing up to the party to have your epic life, and you're blocked for love. What's up with that? We're going to find out from the vampires here. Maybe a little bit of darkness will help you out here. You got resurrection. Well, maybe you're on your comeback tour finally. Recovery, reprise, comeback. It's like maybe you had to reinvocate yourself and get back to a good space. So at least this reading's kind of ending here with not too bad of a story. Maybe you were kind of projecting, or maybe you were kind of in lots of different weird stuff, but it's time for you to show up to the party and time to wrap yourself around it and have the courage and the balls to do it. You've been kind of staying way too outside the fence here, not jumping the fence and coming in and seeing what's around. You're definitely been playing a little coy. You got the inner knowing, so you know what to do. You know what you want. It's time to go do something about that. I feel like you're getting a lot of, you had to do, but you have to have that resurrection, which, it's very Scorpio-like, right? Rising of the Phoenix. Time for a big change here. You already know what it is inside, but you got to bring it on the outside. That's the problem with inner knowing is, okay, as above, so below, as in, as out. You're doing the as in, you're not doing the as out. And you like things to come in. Well, you got to show up to allow things to come in. You got the High Priestess with the Death card. Oh my God, that Death card is just everywhere right now. Yeah, it's time for you to follow that intuition and actually fucking put an end to not following it. I got a feeling that you haven't been following it, or, you got to put an end to like knowing inside what's there and transform it into physically with that earth stability element and that invocation reverse, which is good. That means it's time for you to actually bring that invocation into beautiful memories and build something. These are a lot of good cards. I don't feel like this is anything bad. I think that you might have had some weird, I'm going to give you an answer about the projection thing. What was that about? Temperance. Yeah, that you're perfect and they're not perfect and shit, when really it's like you were looking at imperfections in yourself too. Blaming it on others or whatever. You did get Virgo here. You did get the 4th house, and you did get Mars here. So it's time for you to actually make your emotions reality. It's time for you to actually, go towards the emotional reality and the changes that you want in your life. So definitely I would say it's time for the party. They got 3 of Cups versus their challenge. Party time and sexy time, because they've been fucking not doing that one. God, who would have ever dreamed of a world like that? What's been going on though with astrology? I get it. Who would have ever thought that? Well, I guess we would need to have all this Leo, Taurus, and Aquarius energy to square and oppose all that Scorpio energy. We did get Pisces. Pisces, where's my good old Pisces? Where are all my fishies at? It's that time for the fish to start jumping out. It's fishy time. Fish. Oh, you're a beautiful fish. In my brother's cupboard called Goldfish Cheddar. There was a man named Limpet. And he wanted to be a fish. So he went to Coney Island and he jumped in the water and turned into Mr. Limpet. Arr! He found his lady fish. And he found his boy Krusty. And they took down all of Nazi Hitler's Bismarck and ships. You're a Pisces, so you probably don't even know what I'm talking about. But that's what makes you so great. In a world where everyone knows, you don't. And that might be a blessing. All right, let's see what's going on with Pisces. I'm going to cut this deck. Your first card is the Emperor reversed. You did get the 7 of Wands as your challenge. You got the Chariot reversed as your overall, and your way through this challenge is the 4 of Pentacles reversed. Wow, 2 major arcana reversed, the Chariot and the Emperor. Around those two know exactly where they're going. So you do not know where you're going right now. You definitely are going to have to look at this. You're not standing ground for what you want either. So you're just kind of floating. Definitely in a suspension. And your way through this is maybe it's okay that you don't know exactly what you want. But at the same time, the spiritual advice is maybe you actually do. Like maybe you actually need to be like, that's what I want. And you need to learn valor and you need to stand for it. And you need to define what you want and you need to go towards it. But you're not doing that. You're not moving towards anywhere. You're standing around looking for, I don't know, probably every excuse of what not to step forward into. You got the Tower reversed with that Emperor reversed. You're destroying your life by not standing in where you want to go in life. It's almost like you're creating some sort of weird fear that, oh, I can't go towards people, or even like people who have power or strength or anything like that. You're like afraid. Oh, a very weird reading. What is going on with that Chariot reverse? Because that's going to help us tell. We got 3 major arcana right there. And you have 4. I knew something like that. The Hermit reversed. You walked away, but where did you walk to? It's time to walk back in and go where you've been missing in action, like Scorpio. More missing in action than Scorpio, though. Scorpio's always got their eye on something. You, at least, have just been kind of like missing in action in love. I get it. You needed to retreat. You needed to still figure things out. Chariot reversed. You didn't want some bad explosion. You didn't want to overpower something, because I think that you definitely went into some bad scenarios. But it's still okay to have, and your challenge is to learn to step into and be like, I want this. I want to fucking stand my ground here and do this for my life and for the world. What's going on here with your astro? You got the 10th house, the world. I just talk about the world. You got to make choices now. You got to make a plan. You got to do something about it. You need to, in order for that world to happen, you got to do something about it. You need to understand the whole zodiac, the way like life works, but there's a world out there for you and you've been avoiding it. It's time to get back out there in the world. It's time to get the world that you want instead of being afraid of it. I got a feeling that there's a lot of fear about like really stupid, minute, basic bullshit right now about your whole love life in general, Pisces. You can't stay stagnant and just like, it's time for you to come back, instead of walking away. You did get the pool of Christ light. Open your heart, spread unconditional love. Yeah, I mean, that's your job here, Pisces. But it's time for you. Like, you're not going to have anything if you're not going to be in that pool of Christ light, that love, that everlasting love, and opening your heart and spreading. If you're not willing to spread love and you're all clammed up and closed up and you don't know what to have, you're not going to stand for anything. I think the most interesting is going to come with this Chariot and the Hermit reversed here. That's definitely like walking away and not going towards anything. Like totally just like, you don't even know where you're going, which I think that this will help you. You got discipline. Oh, wow. Consistency, practice. I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I got a feeling this is the issue. I think that you've been just like trying to discipline yourself, but at the same time, kind of like trying to find some sort of consistency, which isn't bad. But I think that you've already mastered that. I don't think you need to keep practicing whatever you're trying to practice. Let's get some clarity here. Yeah, 5 of Cups reverse. Like you've learned the discipline of not falling into sorrow anymore and letting it drown you. And so with that Chariot reverse and Hermit reverse, Temperance reversed. You walked away from unnatural things that naturally just weren't feeling right or didn't come together. That's okay. Or didn't even maybe feel that was that natural from God. The Ganesha card that you picked is Innocence. Okay, you know what? I like this reading for you, Pisces. I think it's just about not being afraid. Remember that, you're innocent. You wanted to kind of get back to square one of a beautiful, innocent place, but at the same time, you're missing out on quite a lot. So this is the week about not missing out anymore, because things could come your way or things could be still in your offering zone, and you might be missing out, and you might actually not get it back. You gotta actually step in now. You've been way too detached. I'm going to say this. I don't think that people need other people, but without Emperor reverse and that Tower reverse, like you can't go build anything you want alone right now. You definitely need some help. So I don't think that you're coming from like I need help in order to be in love. It's not like that, but definitely it'd be nice to have a partnership or show up or have the right partnership that could build and create like the life that you want. Like I think that you've been trying to practice and doing things on your own about things that definitely are maybe gonna take 2 to tango here, especially when you want the world. Wow, you got the Lovers reversed. That's your issue. You're not showing up into love and justice. Oh my gosh. Time to rebalance and bring love back into your life. You're way out of balance with this. You're afraid of love, and then you're throwing a lot of guilt and shame and shit on others or yourself, and stop doing that and be innocent and step back into love and happiness in your life. The real love. Maybe you're in a horrible relationship and you don't know what to do, and you gotta bring the justice to that. Bring that to the courts, divorce, something. Or in your own life, you definitely need to bring the balance back. That help. You got Libra here in the 7th house. Wow, that's all relationship, both of them. And you got it with the part of fortune. Your fortune is, that's what I was saying. Like, I don't know why. I just feel a relationship is going to help you get the life you want. Don't miss out. You got the fortune of life to physically change your life, get the world you want. It's time to open your heart and spread unconditional love. And you know what? There's no sorrow. You've practiced how to get out of that, or especially that. And you need to walk back into things. I mean, you're like, stop being missing in action. They need party and sexy time to remember life again. Let's see. We have got 3 left. We got Aquarius. Aquas. Aquarius. Don't play with anyone. Dun, 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 dun. You got your UFO. You got your UFO. It's really cold. The AC's on. Your suit is on. Don't touch me now. Do. You're hiding me behind a planet. Jennifer Aniston doesn't want to be around human beings unless they have a shot. You know, and if, let's say somebody out there was like, oh, I don't want to be around people who've had this shot publicly and actually did it, they'd probably be thrown in jail. Has anybody thought about that yet? How they're setting it up? Jennifer Aniston just sold her fucking soul to the devil. No wonder all of her relationships suck. You know, I think everybody thinks Jennifer Aniston like the character on Friends or movies and stuff. In real life, in her relationship life, if you look at her chart, cold as ice. She's a foreigner. Did anybody get that one? Probably not. Younger people are like, what the fuck? Who? What foreigner? Yeah, that's the band that made this song. Cold as ice. You're as cold as ice. You're willing to sacrifice our love for a shot of ice. You're willing to sacrifice to the devil. All right. Aquarius. No, they had part of fortune, Libra, 7th house. Part of fortune. They either take the fortune now or they fucking don't, and they miss it all out. They're already missing out. They got to come back in. All right, Aquarius, sending you my best. All the Aquarians should write to Jennifer Aniston and be like, you have disrespected our sign of inclusivity of all people. 8 of Swords reversed. That looks good. Strength reversed is your challenge. Page of Pentacles upright is the overall. What'd you get here to get through? You got a 10 of Cups, baby. Woo! Well, that 8 of Swords to me, I like it a lot. When I see it reversed, it's time to get out of your own toxic energy or feeling stuck. Could be a partnership or might be stagnation but it's your own shit, always 8 of Swords. I don't like to attach it to people being toxic. Sometimes I do if it's upright and we get deeper. But this is definitely you kind of are in a good space. Like you're kind of feeling like, you know what? Maybe Jennifer Aniston is having a change of heart. Maybe she's realizing that, oh, wait, maybe people who fucking do have it aren't as toxic as I thought. Or don't have it, per se. But a lot of good cards here. I mean, I'm liking seeing this 10 of Cups here as your way through your challenge, which is the Strength card. It's like, I don't know, maybe you might feel like nothing's really that bad or you're not that stuck, but you also maybe are, I don't know, maybe you feel like you don't have the strength to really, maybe it's a belief strength. I mean, what's this about? The Hermit? Oh, boy. It's like, I think that you need to stop giving so much strength to being a hermit when it comes to what you really want for your happiness or not being afraid to be bold. You know, it's, if anything, this week's about getting out of the stagnant and getting out of the stuck energies. Why'd you pull that 8 of Swords, by the way? Because you got that Page of Pentacles here. We're going to find that out. That's just, you got a Queen of Wands here. Ooh, upright. It's definitely a good card. It's definitely, I don't know. I feel like Aquarians are open for love big time right now. A lot of Leo still going on, right? What's up with that Page of Pentacles? You have the 5 of Swords. It's like either you got to make an offer. You got to put what's on the table, I feel, because I feel like this is you with the Strength reversed here and the 10 of Cups. I feel like it's like you got to present, and I got to feel like, I don't know. This 5 of Swords underneath that is saying it's like, or you feel like somebody's not trying hard enough and you want them to try harder, or you're not trying hard enough and you want all this love and you're in a good place and you want this ultimate fantasy, but then there's also your own inner strength with it and kind of like over gratitude reverse. You don't feel like they're giving you gratitude, or maybe you feel like, maybe this is your own gratitude for just yourself. I don't know, that you don't have enough of, or they don't. What's up with that? Because these are all like majors. 9 of Cups reversed. It's time to bring more gratitude into what's even just there and possible, opposed to being so. I think this is getting rid of negative energy, especially that Eight of Swords reverse, that you're toxic and create your own toxic environment about love or possibilities, especially Ten of Cups, the possibility of the dream love, dream life. Or if you're in a position where you don't see the dream life, it's time to do that. Look at that. You want to have something. You definitely got, that second house there, owning it. Second house. Look at that. You want to make somebody into a dollar that you could put in your pocket? Hey, a little silver dollar action. I like that. But it's a self-worth card. It's definitely about knowing your value, knowing your worth, and also knowing, I think, where you stand. I think that you kind of need to stand your ground and state what you got to say. You got that Five of Swords reversed and that Strength reversed. It's like, you need to be a little bit more clear. And with that Page of Pentacles, more clear on what you want. You could be getting an offer, but they also feel like, are they trying that hard? Or you might not. I got a feeling it's on both sides, though. I got a feeling that you got like this energy where you're all ready, but they're also ready. But then you got this weird energy where you're presenting and then they're presenting and then you're over processing it. And I think that you just need to do this kind of final nudge. What is oh, wow, look at this. Spiritual warrior. Show you are a wise leader. Command the universe. I mean, that's exactly what it is. You got to take command. I think that if you're sitting on the fence about something, you know what? I know we live in this conditioned world that this person must do that and that person. Whatever the situation is, you need to take command. You need to be the spiritual warrior here. And you need it in order to, if that's going to happen, you gotta show up more and like be there and you got to own it, right? A spiritual warrior says, that's mine. But if you're waiting for somebody else to do it, it's not happening. Natural, authentic, real, and organic. So maybe you're tripping balls because things happen naturally and organically. But I also got this weird feeling, Aquarius, with this card, with the Five of Swords reversed. It's like, it's also natural to say what you want to have in your life and go for what you want with a spiritual warrior. Maybe you're living too, like, you're letting things overly naturally go, meaning that you're waiting too long for things to go. You got that Eight of Swords reversed. It's like, get out of that toxic energy of sitting on that same energy vibe. I'm going to pull a card with that natural. You did get the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, you got to put the work in order to get the return. You got to mow the lawn in order to get the grass cut. Got to get rid of that bush too, maybe. In your yard. So the yardstick can measure correctly. You got the reflection card. Yeah, that's what you've been doing. That's exactly. You've been over that hermit. With that hermit with that strength reverse. Yeah, I think that you've been reflecting, but you got to do something about that reflection. You just can't just keep reflecting and sitting in the background or just keep contemplating more and more. I think that your contemplation's your issue. Let's look at the majors here on a shuffle. All right. Ow. All right. What's going on? High Priestess. Wow, ritual. Yeah, you're sitting, I mean, High Priestess, it's still way too up in the clouds, but now it's time to bring the ritual in. The physical ritual, like bringing into the existence what you want to have or what needs to change or what things that you got a lot of positive energy. Yeah, you got a lot of positive everywhere. I don't see really negatives. I only see that you need to take a lot more precedence on things instead of waiting for things to just naturally happen too long and staying up in the ether about it and just kind of staying too complacent. You got to roar like a lion. That's your seventh house. Because remember, nobody really goes after Aquarius at the end of the day fully, right? Aquarius is the one that lets people in the UFO or not. You got to drop down your UFO and you got to say, get in here. Or you also say, get the fuck out of here too. Or you just walk away and you leave the UFO and you take away the fucking keys to it and they can't fly anywhere. You did get Capricorn here. Third house. Mars, it definitely need to communicate. And Mars exalted too in the third house. I mean, I definitely think that it's time for you to be very clear on what you want and the structures of what you want, and the long terms of what you want. And you need to be a boss, but you also at the same time got to be an adult now, and you got to say what you really want. You got to speak your mind, and you got to do it. They get party. Like, don't be up in the clouds. It's party. Like, get on the dance floor. Yes, I want it. Yes, I want it. Yeah, no, I don't. Yes, I want it. No, I don't. All right. We got 2 more left. And who is up now? Leo's. Oh, yeah, baby. It's Leo season. We just had a fucking new moon in Leo. The official of any sign, when we come into it is after the new moon. Not just when the sun comes in the sign. I know there is that too. But really, once you get a new moon in a sign, it's truly the season that there is of the season. They like to say the season to be jolly. Well, it's the season to be Leo at the moment now that we have had the sun and the moon make their meeting on the Lion's Gate. So definitely, Leo, we're going to be talking a lot about love for Leos right now. But let me do a little quick shuffle here. My thumb has really been not enjoying shuffling. I'm shuffling, but you know what I mean? Like you wouldn't believe all the things I can't do, like open a door. Wow, what's a Leo song? Well, everybody knows that Leo's the best, but everybody gets triggered. You roar and you eat, and you like to play, and you don't take things so serious. And in a hard world where everyone right now is in a COVID cult, you feel like you're alone because you're playing around and everybody's triggered and yelling at you about what to do. You use your mask to wipe your butt. You don't take commands from 80-year-old men who look like clones. And when it comes to love, you'll marry in a day. But everybody's stuck down in Loser's Bay. The hardest part for Leo is that Leo looks at life and looks around and sees all these people in love and goes, good luck. Leos we always see, and we're always the crying shoulder for everybody in the world on how I'm in the worst relationship and oh my God. Yet nobody comes to us for love. First card that we got, Leo, is 2 of Swords. Upright. Happy birthday, by the way, Leo. 5 of Pentacles reverses the challenge. Booyah, baby. Look at that. Bing, bing, boom. We got a King of Wands right there. Very Leoine. Woo! As the overall. And the Lovers card to get through this. Holy, we got the first. There was another sign that got the Lovers in the major, though. But in this, have this as the main part of our spread. Leo. Big choice. 2 of Swords. What the fuck? Well, pretty simple one. King of Wands and the Lovers. Boom. You know there's something really exciting. But that 5 of Pentacles reverses the challenge. 1. Are you going to try and love somebody who doesn't want to be loved? 2, are you falling down the traps of that nobody wants you and you're not worthy and you're poor? Like, it's time for you. The challenge is for you to get out of this kind of like inner poverty, this inner feeling of like a victim when there's nothing to be a victim about. You're a victim of love. But that 2 of Swords, what's up with that? 7 of Cups reversed. Well, that's a good card to get with a 2 of Swords. Definitely. It's not like there's a lot of things that you want to have options for. You're definitely more focused, but maybe there's a challenge here of that Five of Pentacles almost feeling like, does anybody want to make the same choice as you do for the same treasure? High Priestess reversed. You're doubting your intuition. It's almost like you feel like there's this crazy choice because maybe your intuition told you something and then you're like, well, it's not working or it's not showing up. So you're like now doubting your intuition. Stop doubting that, Leo. Why'd that King of Wands show up? Eight of Swords reversed. I mean, it's like there's no toxic. It's like you've cleared all the toxic energy around you. Nothing toxic going on. Nothing bad. Death card reversed. Yeah, stop. I don't know why, but it's almost like this death card reverse is good. I almost feel like it's like, stop fucking trying to fucking kill yourself over fucking nothing worth killing yourself over. I mean, it's like, but maybe that's the problem, is that you're almost like wanting to go into a toxic situation because nothing's showing up. And that Five of Pentacles is a challenge with the Lovers. Don't enter into toxic situation here. There's been kind of the warning for Leos for a while here. But remember, your intuition's right, but also stop doubting your intuition. That's the problem, is you're questioning too much. Maybe you're focused on something too much. Maybe you're hoping too much. Maybe it's just like, hey, what shows up does and what doesn't. And if your intuition says something might, but it's not showing up, then it's not to doubt it. It's just maybe you were in your own illusion. High Priestess reversed. Let's find out. Taurus, well, it's definitely, I don't know, it's something that you want to have, and maybe you feel like it was an illusion and it's not possible. Or maybe the intuition, maybe you're doubting it too much now. I don't know. It's definitely very something weird here. Now, the big thing here is with this Lovers and this Taurus. I mean, it's definitely to have the love, King of Wands, Eight of Swords, fucking, I mean, it's definitely a big choice. Seven of Cups, the dream that could become real. But the High Priestess reverse is doubting that. It's almost like you're like, I don't think anything could become real. Or anything, this can't happen, or that's not possible in my relationship life, or I don't know. What do you need have to say? What are the unicorns saying? Carrying community, participate and belong, enrich your life. Well, I think that one's an easy one. I think that, Leo, you want to have a relationship with somebody that's part of your community and that could be in community with you. Not this like alone energy. That Five of Pentacles there, reversed. That High Priestess reversed. It's like, you know what? Anybody who's like a loner and doesn't really know how to integrate into community, because like being a Leo, we like showing off our love to friends. And we like to be around groups and people. And so anybody who doesn't want to do that, that's a problem. Also, you know, it's in your community you love. Like, you know, by participating and belonging in life, that's where you find love. So this isn't like going to just go search for it or find it. Yeah, it's like it's around you. It's the circle around you in life. Friends, people, the things that you go out and do. Maybe you need to go do more of that. I know I need to. What's going on with this? I don't know why this card just came to me. Hope, wish. Well, maybe your intuition was right. Yeah, stop doubting that. Hope is coming true for a King of Wands moment and Eight of Swords. It's like freeing yourself. What is this hope about? Nine of Cups reversed. Oh, it's so weird. It's almost like you were so hopeful and the wish didn't come true because you got overhyped. Maybe this is just you getting back to the anticipation and being bright in prospects, and wishes do come true. The community element is the Temperance, something that's natural. Taurus, Five of Swords reversed. you don't have to force it. Generosity. Well, somebody that's generous, and you're generous about too, but somebody that's generous about who you are too. That generosity is something that's proven. A generous person in soul. What's going on with the majors here? And I think that you need to be in a good, generous place of God and just overall, like, you know, like you're about to get something big here. Lovers and that King of Wands. Something's going to spark at least. Or some big wish too. I mean, fuck. But maybe don't have expectations on what the hopefulness of the wish. Like just be generous that you know something's coming and let that generosity and that wish happen. Maybe you're too much on the fence trying to focus on having to choose when really with Leo, there's no choosing because somebody either loves you all the way and is all about it or not. You got the Hermit reversed with the Hangman reverse. I mean, you're definitely walking back into the circle of life. You're definitely not having to walk away, and you're definitely not stuck. I feel like there's still something missing. Like, it's your birthday, Leo, so you know what? I don't like these cards, but I'm going to use them just for you and me. It's our birthdays. You know what? It's my show. I'm going to prove to you I'm a Leo. My show, I can throw an extra card. I like myself. I love myself. I want an extra card. I think all Leos need this extra card too. It's our birthdays. Leos have been so much opposing forces to Leos right now. But also at the same time, it's our relationship transit of Jupiter and Saturn. So something big's coming in our relationships, but we have to deal with a lot of opposing forces. I'm doing an enchantment. It's like enchantment spell, fucking card. What was it? Energy. You know how you're going to know that which is coming true? Because there's a bunch of energy coming towards you with generosity, and they're fucking wanting to come, and they're putting the energy towards it. If there's no energy and it's not showing up, then... And then it's also determining on how your generous energy is this week. Your Astrodice is. But if they're not showing up, if nobody's showing up energetically, like, then it's not the wish. And where's the energy? That's all you got to look for. Where's the energy? 11th house. Or no, that's 9th house. Ninth house. Mars. Aquarius. Well, it's time for you for a crazy adventure that you're going to go on this week. And also, there is this search for people, and it's also very community-like. Same belief systems, though, in the same community of people. That's what you go towards, who also have the energy of wanting to open the same doors as you. All right. Party and sexy time for Leos. They got the lovers and fucking all that shit, and they got a great fucking reading. 2 weeks in a row. And our last reading of the night is for Geminis. Last reading of the night for the twins. When you are the twins and you have an evil twin, sometimes you don't even know who you are. Jekyll and Hyde. They're weak because you're a Gemini and you're much more crazier than them. You like to trick and act like everything's good. Especially in love when really you're texting somebody else on the other line. You change your mind really fast. Even after you've done the love crime. You like to play, but only when they pay. With the words that they like to say. You act like everything's okay, but inside that mind, every corner is a psychotic unwind. All right, Gemini, let's see what's going on with your love life this week. Is it your evil twin or is it your other one that's coming out? What is it? Let's see. You got the King of Wands in reversed here as your first card. Your challenge card is the Judgment card reversed. Woo. You got the Eight of Wands reversed as your overall, and your way through this is the Queen of Cups. Oh, Gemini, this one's so easy. You're lucky you got that Queen of Cups. Oh. Gemini, 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 the love life is coming apart by the seams. That's a hard one. King of Wands reversed and a Judgment reversed and an Eight of Wands reversed. I mean, talk about like the ultimate like destiny love falling apart, or you missing the boat because you're not showing up to the true love. Well, the true Judgment love, that's the higher love. That Queen of Cups is down there. Like, what are you nourishing? What are you putting your energy into a false, there's false prophets, a false twin flame, false soulmate? There's a lover going the wrong direction. Something this week's going to be weird that's going to tell you, yeah, I need love in my life again. And maybe I've been trying to find love in the wrong place, or you've been avoiding love completely. It's one of the two, because we're dealing with Gemini. So there's Geminis out there who are definitely with the wrong partner, and they're like, fuck, I need to find emotion. Like, this was exciting, but it's not in alignment with God, and it doesn't feel like a mission. It's like a fake mission or a false prophet. And then there's other ones that have just not been showing up for love at all, and like don't believe that love's possible, and then I'm too busy, I've got other stuff to do. But it's like you're missing out on your emotions, and you need that comforting, that nurturing. What's up with that King of Wands reversed? King of Swords upright. Yeah, you're becoming very clear on who is not the King of Wands and the King of Love, and who is. Becoming very clear on what's missing from love and what you need, regardless of your situation, regardless of it. Two kings. That Eight of Wands came with the Knight of Wands. Wow, look at that. How it turned around. Two twins. Something that's way out of alignment and something that's way in alignment with the Knight of Wands. It's jumping into the Cups and the King of Swords. Wow, look at that. That's like something very clear of what they want and what they want to bring emotionally. But there you are trying to bring love to something that's really not got the big mission in life, the big calling, and also is really not moving the direction forward of love. And that could be you too. But if we were going to use this first line as the partner, who is this person? Nine of Cups reversed. Somebody that you've been so hopeful about that's falling apart, that you're becoming clear about. Over here's the future of what's great. Sun card. Something that's very sun-like, positive, but also got the whole thing, the real deal. You're dealing with like a fake lover to move to a real lover. I'll even throw you here. What's this? Oh yeah. Take down your walls, Gemini, and stop trying to defend the poor judgments that you're making. Poor judgments that you can recorrect with the right emotional position, and take down your walls to allow the right things in too. Stop defending these stupid positions. What did you get here with your Astro? You got the Pisces card. That one came out a bunch today. Time for you to definitely get rid of the fucking false shit and clear it out, and also go back to God. What's the true godly thing? Did you enter these relationships, or have you been just, if you're single, have you just been completely just like out of the game and like playing around or being even deceptive. There's some deceptive energy here. Hate to say it. It's time for you to clear this shit. What's going on? The unicorn. Somebody deceived, or you are deceiving too, or I don't know. You got cosmic emerald. That's your guys' color. Create perfect health, access divine abundance. Ooh. You're not feeling that good? That's going to be a big sign. If you're single and you're not feeling good, it's because you're afraid of love. If you're in a relationship and you're not feeling good, it's the wrong person. Or there's something wrong in that relationship big time right now. We're going to have to pick one more because that health shit, I don't like that when it's just like health. Up, 2 of cups. Wow. This is really finding out who's the real soulmate energy. Or what kind of soulmate that you want. It's 2 fish going around. A weird 2 of cups. Well, the vampires are telling us Monad? Madness, ecstatic ritual, any energy release. Wow. Geminis are ready to explode for the love they really want. I feel like that they've, even if you're in a relationship, I feel like you've been like not getting the good shit. You're ready to go mad. Like not crazy mad, like mad for love. Like, holy shit, I've been missing out. Oh, yeah, 6 of Pentacles. Something that's fair and balanced and getting madness and want an energy release from that kitty. What's up with this deception, though? We haven't got to the bottom of that. Oh, star card reverse. Oh, man, you've stayed in or you've entered or you've whatever, and it's got shit that let's put it this way. If we were to use the church, they wouldn't approve of what's happened, of how that was entered in and so forth. Tried to create a dream that was false too from somebody else. Maybe you tried to turn an ex into somebody else. Prosperity is on the mark this week for you, but that prosperity only comes if it's real, not fake. And also, if you're afraid of love, all Geminis, you got to bring prosperity comes when you're really in love. So if you're out of love with somebody, you got to be real with yourself. Your prosperity, your money, your abundance, especially that 6 of Pentacles. The madness is and the craziness that you want the release is you want major prosperity, but you're going crazy to get that love prosperity because you don't have it for some reason. Why are you blocking that? These majors are going to tell us everything. Last couple cards here, Gemini, for the whole and for everybody else, and for us here at High Vibe. Wow. Back tomorrow. I got school tomorrow. HYPERGATE, fucking a lot going on. All right. Let's see what's going on with Geminis and this prosperity here. Fool. Justice. Well, I always look at the first card as the issue here with that, and then the second card is how to get through it. Like, you know, you've been, you know what? I don't like, the Fool's not a bad thing. I mean, we could be stupid and jump into wild things and think there's there, but this is like rebalancing. Like, and that's also justice. Like, What's the real prosperity for relationships for you? This Fool card there is like feeling like, have you been dumb to miss out on love and relationships? Have you been dumb about the partners you've chose? Four of Pentacles. You're dumb about trying to hold on to something that's not fair, not an alignment, not prosperous at all. Definitely money has to deal with it too. So if you're poor right now, or you're having a money problem, you're worried about money, the person that you are connected with in your love life is the reason. You're single, you're too afraid of love. Here's an enchantment thing for you, Gemini. Shine. Time for you to shine. Pick somebody that shines. That Sun card came with that. Pretty simple. You're dealing with somebody who's fucking not a shiner at all. Can't shine those boots either and think it's going to look good. You got Saturn. That's the 9th too. In Cancer. Well, I think it's time for you, the beliefs that you had emotionally, you got to pull back. You got to kind of stop and make sure that you're opening the right doors here. And then it's a checkpoint. Emotion checkpoint. Is this really the journey I want to go down? But also, there's been a lot of Geminis out there that have been holding their emotions back and not opening for the gifts. So, or opening the wrong gifts, and Saturn's going to fucking slap you on the wrist for that one. Well, I appreciate you all. Oh, wait, they get troubled relationship, and then they get sexy time. They gotta make a choice here. Well, it'll be a weird week. We're going to see a lot of planets change energies. We're going to see a lot of oppositions. We're going to see some definite big yacht energy. So the finger of fate is here with the sun. I was born with the odds to my son, so with my son involved. So and Leo, I can tell you they're pretty strong. They got me here. So, but they come in weird ways. The more weird things are, the better. I love you all very much. Sending you my best from High Vibe TV Studios. Please check me out on HYPERGATE every Tuesday night. If you want to be part of it, make sure you go to highvibe.tv, click on schools, and just click on HYPERGATE, and you get access to it. And every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern, we do that class. You want to find out more about that class, go to that and check out HYPERGATE. And, of course, appreciate all of you for being here. Please like, share, subscribe. Truly appreciate it. And more importantly, be a member of High Vibe. You're missing out on so much. 7-day free trial. Try it out. You can go on any of our apps and subscribe to there. You have total control of your subscription through Apple, through Roku, through Android, or our website. However you want to do it, we got you. And we got access on everything. And you can download them if you don't have internet service and stuff like that. And we send notifications. And we have so much content a week and so many shows. You're missing out. Love you all very much. Thanks so much. And I'll see you on the next one.
Initiating HYPERGATE. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. HYPERGATE activated. The portal to illuminating the collective consciousness has finally opened. Please enter the HYPERGATE now.